But why not?
Why not is also a good question.
Yeah.
But I would
name
like to know
backwards.
the answer to why.
Well, okay. So by
Thanks, Jabe.
by gluing sandpaper to my tongue and simulating cleaning myself the way a cat would, I am able to save on the water bill because I don't need a shower. Obviously, that's just like a given.
Oh, yeah.
So,
And
couple problems.
okay, go ahead.
It doesn't work.
I would like to see some scientific evidence for you to back up your statement.
You could just not shower. That's what I do.
Oh no, and
Yeah,
I don't, and I don't. And instead, I give myself sandpaper makeovers. It's episode 43 of the Control Salt Delete podcast.
Yeah.
A video game podcast with friends. And
It
when I
is.
speak about friends, I'm talking specifically about Tony Brattoli,
Hello.
Matthew Griego,
Hi.
and Jake Cohen is back
Hey.
again.
Hey.
Welcome back.
And
Wait, it's Control Salt Delete?
yes.
I thought it was Cutterl.
I mean, technically,
Is that better? Is that better?
Cutterl.
Cutterl?
No, it's not better.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he is technically right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. It does say CTRL.
Is that what the button on the keyboard means?
Yeah.
Control? Oh. Oh, it's like Cutterl T. Cutterl C. It's copy. Cutterl V.
What do you do
paste.
for work again?
Not this.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't really argue that. Really, he's not wrong.
I use a Mac. I use the Apple button or the command button.
Oh, yeah. Command C.
The little tic-tac-toe with the
swoop-
connected
the swoop there.
corners.
Yeah.
The symbol that makes no sense.
In-
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It
Where'd
kind
that
of
come
reminds
from?
me of like the General Electric.
Why wouldn't they just
logo,
make that Apple?
The GE.
Well, it's like they took a Lambda, turned it on its side, then added some extra bits, and they're like, "That's what we want."
I want to say that there was an Apple key that had a
was.
picture of an apple
There
on
used
it.
to be
That-
one.
yeah.
Right?
And then they replaced it with the
With the little fucking
command logo.
Yeah.
All right, make our icon for this episode that weird symbol.
All right. Perfect.
Done.
Perfect.
Well, thanks for welcoming me.
Yeah. Of
good to be
course. Of
back.
course. Yeah. We're glad to have you as usual. And yeah. So just to start off, let's talk about our week. How about you, Matt?
Sure. So I actually, with the 3-day weekend that we all went through,
Went through.
Yeah, it was an ordeal.
it was an ordeal. But a lot of stuff happened this week. So Friday, we actually didn't record. We recorded Thursday. So Friday, I went to a concert at the Hollywood Bowl, which was Beauty and the Beast live. And basically, it just had an orchestra that was playing, the orchestral music of the movie as if they were playing the movie. And then when it came to musical parts where people would be singing, they brought out celebrities to do the singing. They sometimes had to pause the movie to, bring them out. So it had like Zooey Deschanel. It had Kelsey Grammer. That we just talked about her in the
Yeah.
car. The blonde lady from Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh.
And 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jenna from 30 Rock.
Yeah. So she was really good. It was all really good. And the Hollywood Bowl, like, it's a very nice venue, but God, does their parking suck.
Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah.
We
terrible.
didn't even, we took an Uber there because we knew the parking was going to be
Jane
bad.
Krakowski.
Yeah,
That
I
one,
was
Jane
right.
Krakowski.
That's
You
what
were
I said.
correct.
Did you say that?
I did.
Oh,
And I was like, I don't know if that's correct.
okay.
And you were.
Yes.
But yeah, the Hollywood Bowl, getting in and out of it, pain in the ass. Like it's a nice venue. All
Did
the
you take
seats
the
are
shuttle
good.
or did you drive there?
We took an Uber most of the way on Highland, and then once it started like stopping, we're like, we're just gonna.
Yeah.
We stranded that poor Uber driver. Getting in and out of it sucks, but concert was really fun. We're actually going to go back again because in August they're doing the Star Wars version of that. So all the all the Star Wars music is going to be played by an orchestra, and probably the composer is going to make an appearance because that happened in this time as well.
I have not seen him still.
Mr. Williams.
Every time he has a concert there, I'm like,
You've never gone to the Star
I
Wars
mean,
thing?
you could
no.
you could join us. It's only like
Because the cheapest,
$65 a ticket.
maybe for that one, but for his concerts, Like when he's doing the Star Wars
well,
music.
of course, yeah.
The cheapest I saw was like $230
Well,
for like the nosebleed seats.
oh yeah,
Like,
no, and
what
that's
the hell?
the 65 was for the nosebleed seats, so
Yeah.
But again, all the seats there are pretty good. So that was Friday. Saturday, not a whole lot.
We did stuff.
Yeah, not a whole lot, but we did a gaming session, which we actually did a recording of.
Yeah, we recorded a video.
And we put it up on our site. It was Ultimate Chicken Horse, which for those that don't know, it's basically a game where you're placing platforms between yourself and the goal, and traps between yourself and the goal to try to make it so that you can make it, but your friends can't.
Yeah, I got shot in the asshole like 15 times with arrows
sounds
as a
accurate, yeah.
horse, and it's basically an analogy for my life. So like it
And
felt.
somehow you died in the same exact spot like 5 times in a row.
Yeah. Video
Just
games.
jump and
Video
just
games
straight
are supposed
through.
to be like escapism, but I felt this to be just very relatable.
Brutal.
So
Very brutal.
It's just too real for you.
yeah, just a little bit.
I remember the first round. Me and Tony got into sudden death,
Yeah.
where it's just whoever can get there the quickest won it. And then I just brushed his shoulder. I won all 3 rounds. It was great.
Yeah. Fuck you. But anyway, yeah, that was great.
So yeah, that was Saturday. Sunday was actually I was celebrating my brother's birthday. We did a bunch of stuff. We saw Deadpool 2.
I heard it's terrible. I heard it's the worst.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
actually
bad.
it's actually really good.
Really
If you liked the first movie, the second one is just as good, if not better. Is what I would say.
Okay.
Did they is TJ whatever his name back in that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
T.J. Miller.
TJ Miller?
Yeah, the bartender.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's in it. This was filmed before the stuff with
His
him.
freak out? Okay.
Yeah, this was filmed before he started doing weird ass shit.
Okay.
In real
Okay.
life,
That guy's always done weird ass shit.
it's true.
I
but
think
this
his
was
most recent instant
Yeah, on the train, right?
On the train, yeah, right? Like he like harassed a woman and said that she had a bomb on her or something, and then
Yeah. I think he just does a lot of drugs or something.
Yeah, probably.
He definitely does a lot of drugs.
He looks like
You can see it on his face.
He just looks like he's in a perpetual state of some sort of highness.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
an interesting guy.
But the jokes in the movie were really good. The action in it also very good. And just if you liked the first movie, see this one. It's really good.
Okay, I need to fucking watch it. I need to use my movie pass. Like I have not used it yet. So,
Yeah. No, it's
Tony, you want to go?
Yeah.
I was laughing pretty much the whole time. Lots of funny moments in it. Lots of couple gruesome moments in it. And yeah.
Anything like the first one that just killed me was with his little baby hand. That was the
there's-
funniest thing.
You're gonna like this one.
Apparently, there are like trolley candies with the baby
With
hands.
the baby hands, yeah.
Oh man.
Like it's literally like multi-flavored gummy candies
I don't know if they're
that are shaped like the hand.
I don't know if they're real. I just saw like
Are
the
they not?
rendering picture of that of Deadpool, and it's just little baby hands.
Like I wouldn't be surprised because apparently there was a like a display for Deadpool 2
Mm-hmm.
where like they had multiple movies, but then they had Deadpool in each of the covers, and I was
yeah.
like, I could see them going real hard on the marketing for this movie.
Oh yeah, no, it's
By Deadpool, do you mean Skull Poople?
Skull purple.
who?
Skull Poople? The billboards with the skull and the poop and the
Oh yeah,
nail.
yeah.
Skull
That is-
Poople.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys are saying it wrong.
Yeah. I remember those billboards. It was literally the skull emoji, poop emoji, and then a letter L.
Yes.
Yeah,
Skull Poople.
skull poop bill.
Or shittle. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, Skull Shittle. That's the movie. But yeah, go see Skull Shittle in theaters if you want to.
I kind of like that better a little bit.
Yeah.
So anyways,
I like
that's the
Skull Poople.
first
That's pretty
thing
good.
that we did on Sunday. And then we did 2 maze rooms for his birthday.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you're in the LA area, there's a company called LA Maze Rooms, and I gotta say, we did 2 that day. First one was Castle, which was fine. It's like in the dark, you had a lantern, you were trying to look for clues. But the second one was called World of Illusion. If you have a chance, do that one. That one's really cool.
Do it.
It's the theme of it was you're trying to break into a magician's house, but he has like weird magical security system
Ooh,
stuff.
neat.
And so that one was really cool. I would highly recommend that one if you get the chance. Again, I don't want to spoil anything on it, but just go do that one if you want.
Sounds cool.
It's really fun. So that was Sunday. Monday, me and Kelsey just hung out, didn't do a whole lot, and then it was mostly work this week.
Hey, imagine that. Gotta do what we gotta do.
Yep.
Having jobs. What
Was
is
the
that?
castle one? Were there like lasers involved?
Yes.
I've done that one. That was a cool one.
Yeah. There was a skeleton.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots of skeletons.
Spoilers.
Those aren't spoilers.
They're
You
not
see
really
it in the
spoilers.
second you step
If
in.
I say they're spoilers, then they're spoilers.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah,
We really should do a maze room together sometime, though.
Yeah,
The problem
I'd love
is
to.
I'm running out of ones to do with this specific company.
Have you gone to 60 out?
I haven't done that one, so that's one of the ones I'm looking into to do next because
Cool.
they have like a good Jumanji one.
I haven't done the Jumanji one.
Let's
Supposedly-
fucking do the Jumanji one.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun plan.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But the only problem I have with most other companies besides this one, the LA Maze Rooms, is that most of them don't do private sessions.
Everyone I've done has always been a private session.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like,
They always say that they don't.
but
Like if you don't fully book it, they could put someone in there, but they never do.
yeah, my guess is most people see which ones are booked,
Uh-huh.
and then they're just like, "No, I'm just going to do it on this time instead of this time."
Yeah. But also like you can't do a maze room with like more than 4 people. It's just too many cooks in the kitchen in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
What about like 6? I think
I've
that's-
done one with 6 and it was just way too many people.
I did one with 7, and that one was the first one I ever did. Actually, it was interesting and fun, but like, it just felt like we did it too easily because there were literally
That too.
so many eyes looking everywhere in the theme of puzzle rooms, and we're just like, oh, we know exactly what to do already.
Yeah.
I see.
But like,
So it's a little
That-
anticlimactic when you have too many people.
intimate groups
Way
is,
more
is
fun.
better. It's like 3, 4, maybe 5, perfect number. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay.
so like,
Who wants to be the fifth wheel on a maze room?
I want to do one with just like one other person. I want to try that.
there is one actually
Yeah.
for just 2 people
Uh-huh.
by
Oh,
them
neat.
called Abyss.
Oh, okay.
I did that one as well. That one, it's a shorter one. It's only 45 minutes instead of an hour.
Yeah.
And it's just one room,
Huh.
like a little tiny thing.
I heard about one in New York that's like 3.5 hours. There's a bathroom inside.
3.5
Because, like,
hours?
yeah,
Damn.
I know.
That's a commitment.
That'd be pretty funny if like a clue only showed up after you like flushed the toilet or something. Like
Someone needed to use the
has to
restroom.
use- It's like da-da-da-da, like mid wipe. It's like, oh, give me guys, I found something, but give me a second.
Oh wait, there's poop all over the numbers written on the toilet paper.
no.
Yeah, if you liked Castle,
Uh-huh.
definitely try out World of Illusion.
The first key.
Actually, pretty much everyone from that
They were
location.
from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, their escape room.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
God, I'm so glad that Brooklyn Nine-Nine is gonna have another season.
Yeah, on was it ABC?
NBC.
NBC. Okay.
Well, yeah, it sounds like you had a really fun week.
Yeah, that. I mean, other than work, the weekend was pretty much.
No,
my
work is
week.
was the most fun sounding part of
Yeah, yeah.
your week, to be honest.
I mean, I did work from home pretty much all week, which was nice. And yeah, that's
That's
So
always
you
a
must
first.
have played a lot of games this week. That's what I'm hearing.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
uh-huh.
Well, Jake, how was your week?
My week was pretty good.
Yeah.
Was it?
You guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm? I'm guessing not.
No,
That's a
unfortunately.
reference to that show. You need to get on that.
I think
It's
for
on,
me,
it's on HBO, right?
for me, like
Yeah.
I can't handle the like secondhand cringe. Like
It's
it hurts.
very cringy.
It hurts too much.
Oh, I love it.
Like when I watched the Office's episode of Scott's Tots,
That's a rough one.
I was in
yeah.
physical pain.
That's a hard one to watch.
yeah, So like, and one of my friends told me, he's like, yeah, a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm is just secondhand, like
It's cringy.
yeah, cringing for them.
Yeah. But also mixed in with like
You know, laughter. Yeah,
he's just a total schmuck
yeah.
and like such a putz. It's like Seinfeld humor with cringe.
Schmuck and a putz.
Yeah.
I like it.
A schmucky putz.
Smoking a pancake.
Yeah, my week was pretty fun. Not a lot of crazy stuff happened. I mean, that weekend was great. It was nice to have 3.5 days off. My work started doing summer Fridays,
Ooh.
which is so every
Nice.
Friday we get to leave early.
Very
Nice.
nice.
It's pretty sweet. So that was the beginning of that. What did I do? Let's see. I went and had dinner with some friends. I did a lot of cooking over the
nice.
weekend.
What'd you cook?
I like to cook. I went over to a friend's house and we made like tacos, taco bowls, stuff like that, Mexican food.
Heck yeah.
I fuck with Taco Bells.
Yeah.
I mean,
What did you just say?
I fuck with
He
Taco
fucks
Bells.
with taco bowls.
That means
Ah.
it basically means
He
like
likes it.
I like Taco Bells.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
actually have sex with Taco Bells if that's what you're.
Taco Bells.
Yeah, Taco Bell's.
Taco Bell's.
I had that
I
for
had
lunch
Taco
today.
Bell for the first time in a long time very recently.
Oh yeah,
What primed you to do this?
it was on the way.
Yeah, time.
Fair enough.
It was like in the middle of a game day that I was doing at my friend's house, and some of us got hungry, and there was a Taco Bell within walking distance. So
What'd you have?
What did I have? I don't know. I think I had like a bean and cheese burrito, but I told him to put rice instead of the cheese.
Bean and rice burrito.
Yeah, I had 2 of those, and that cost me like $1.50, and I was like beyond stuffed.
Yeah, Taco Bell definitely for me was best stretch of dollar.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
You get those $5 box, you can feed like 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I
I
mean,
got
I
a
fed one
question for
person,
you.
one
Oh
fat
yeah,
person.
no, I mean usually it's just me, but
Which is better, Taco Bell or Del Taco?
Fuck, don't ask me that.
for
I think
me
Taco
it's Taco
Bell's
Bell.
better.
It's fun to ask that in PUBG matches when you down someone, and then the other friend is somewhere, and you're just like, "Hey man, how's your day going? Which is better, Taco Bell or Del Taco?" And then a lot of times you actually get a response like, "I think it's gonna be Taco Bell for me."
Yeah, for me personally it's Taco Bell.
What do you think of the Taco Bell dollar menu? Taco Bell's a fucking dollar menu? Yeah. Oh, hold on, your buddy's coming. Nice playing with you guys. See you at the next gun. Yeah, so that was pretty fun. Cooking. Blah, 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 blah. It wasn't last week, but I haven't been on the podcast in a while. I went to New Orleans
Oh, nice.
a couple weeks ago for a tech convention for work. I thought it was going to be easy to eat plant-based out there because I Yelped vegan
Yes.
food in New Orleans, and like a bunch of stuff came up. Turns out you could just like have like an vegetable side on your menu, and even if it's like covered in like bacon jelly and foie gras, that still somehow counts on Yelp as having vegetarian friendly options. So that was pretty interesting.
That must have been fun.
Yeah, I mean, I made it out alive, which was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you're here today.
Better than the
so-
alternative.
Yeah, but man, that was the week I bought the Switch, Nintendo
Hey-o.
Switch, which
Hey,
I picked
I
up.
heard that's a pretty good console.
Did you buy it in Louisiana?
No, I bought it on Amazon like 2 days before I went. I purchased it at like 10 o'clock p.m. on Amazon, and it was at my door the next morning at like 9:30.
Amazon's on it.
And I was like, man, I gotta go to work now. And like all day, I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to get home.
I've
play
always
that.
hated that.
Yeah. So happy I had that because I was able to play games on the flight. And by games, I'm talking about one game.
And one game only.
Oh, we know the
The
one.
only game I own on the Switch currently. But yeah, so pumped about that.
Monster bike racing, right?
Yeah. Rocket League. I picked it up for the Switch, I already have it on the PC and the
I
PS4.
heard it's actually a good port.
Monster bike racing,
Yes, 100% that game.
Monster Bike Racing World.
which actually is a game
Oh.
by Monster, the
Wow.
drink company.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's pretty
Of course
cool.
it is.
Yeah, We
Yeah.
saw it for $60 at Best Buy, so it must be a quality game.
And then
Price equals quality, right?
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then the only other thing I did this week was I went to work.
All right. Yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting week of work. I have a new manager, so
You don't have to say what you like or dislike about them yet.
oh no, I'm really happy. It's somebody I've been working with for a long time.
Oh.
And
They got promoted.
yeah,
Oh, I see.
so it's great. I have a manager that like I really trust, and
That's
Didn't-
good.
Good
That's
relationship
good.
with-
Didn't you get promoted or something?
I also got a promotion.
Hey,
We got promoted at the
hey,
same time. Yeah,
nice.
it's pretty
Mazel
sweet.
tov. Wait,
Thank
that's
you.
not the correct.
So what was your prior position? What's your new position?
My prior position was developer, and now I'm a senior developer.
Very
Hey.
nice.
Now
Nice.
the title matches my hair color. For the viewers
Same-
out
same
there
with my-
that
same with my
aren't
beard.
watching,
The viewer.
my hair is salt and pepper, so there's a lot of gray going on in there.
More pepper than salt.
I think salt and pepper's hot. It's nice. Looks good.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh.
Thanks. I think that's it for my week.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty simple week.
All right.
Sounds like good week though.
Are my peas popping on this thing?
No. You sound fine.
Okay.
I
I also listened to episode 42 this week, just so you guys know.
Nice.
Yeah. And the end
we
of
have at least
41.
one listener.
We got a few.
I know. I'm.
It is at least one. Yeah, you're right. You're very right.
Yeah.
More or less one person that listens.
More or less, yes.
More than one, less than zero. Wait
a minute.
hold on, never mind. Anyway, I'll go ahead and my week was very uneventful. Nothing too crazy happening. I've been picking up a couple more tutoring students, so I'm a full-fledged private tutor of sorts.
How many you got now?
3. So yeah.
Are they different subjects or all just SAT prep kind of
2
stuff?
are SAT prep. 1 is for like I'm helping her with her grad school admissions paper, like her letter of intent and things like that in her resume, because she's not a English English is not her first language.
When you
and,
say-
and you know, it's starting to sound like it's not mine either, but but yeah, I'm helping her with just the structure of everything she's writing so far.
And for grad school, not undergrad?
For grad school.
Wow,
For
okay.
for a psychology program.
Nice.
So yeah, that's been pretty interesting. But yeah, for some reason, me saying a couple of students reminds me of this joke that I heard on Reddit where a man asks his mom what's a couple, and his mom says 2 or 3, and then he says, "Oh, is that why you and Dad split up?" And I don't know. It's a terrible joke. I don't know. Why
That's a good joke.
I don't know why I
like
said
that
it's
one.
terrible.
Was that a post or a comment?
I think it was a post.
It was a post.
Oh.
I think it was on,
I
I
saw
think it was
the
on
same
our
one.
jokes.
Our jokes,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and I was like, ha ha ha. Oh wait, I'm also part of a broken household anyway. Anyway,
Getting real.
yeah. I don't know. This week I've been desperate to find new reading material, and when I say reading material, I'm talking about manga, Japanese
Porn?
comics. So
okay.
no, not specifically porn,
Literotica.
but not excluding porn.
I heard Playboy doesn't have nudes anymore, right?
Yeah, it's
Does
just
it not?
all about the articles.
Does it not?
It's only
They-
articles
They
now.
haven't for a year or two now.
I
You can borrow my Breaking Bad erotica fanfic if you'd like.
I
I wrote it myself.
I don't want to borrow it. Is
With a
there
friend.
a way I could download it onto my Kindle?
Can you make a
Yeah.
hardcover version for Peter?
I actually recorded the voice for an Audible version if you'd like to download it on there.
Did you do all the voices?
Even though this podcast isn't sponsored by Audible. Hint, hint, Amazon.
Hey, what's up?
I did not do all the voices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that implying that there are more people doing voices, or
Yes.
there's just an absence
Yes,
of
it
voices?
wasn't a
Okay.
solo project.
Okay, got it.
Got a team. All right.
Well, that sounds good. What's it called?
Breaking Bad.
Is it really?
It
is.
That's a pretty good title. But yeah, I finished up
I could give
Naruto.
an excerpt if you'd like.
Oh,
but
yeah, of
might
course.
Get a little dirty.
Yeah.
Please do.
Call me Flynn, Walter Jr. said as he took in every inch of Gus's girth. All right, let's move on.
And there you have it, folks.
Wow. Did Gus and Flynn ever actually meet in Breaking Bad?
don't think so.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, this is
I don't think so.
fanfic.
that, yeah. That was a union waiting to happen, and I'm glad that your fanfic did that justice.
We really filled in the gaps, you know?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Just so everybody knows, it's not a real book. I used to play Chivalry with a friend, and he would type that into the chat or say it over the voice chat because it wouldn't say who was talking.
Oh, I remember that. You'd be hearing "For Agatha," and then someone would be like, "Fuck you, piece of shit." So
Yeah, and
it's
it
just
didn't say who's actually doing the voiceovers. So
Nice.
that's some pretty creative BMing, I would say.
it was a great way to get the other team to stop playing seriously so that you could just dominate them because they're just all losing it over your erotica fanfic shit.
It's pretty good,
Yeah.
honestly. I would like an extended copy.
And then you'd sprint into the battlefield with just your fists out and you're bent over at 90-degree angle, just swinging your arms because no one could hit you like that because you're just running all sporadically and you're only half a character. That's the best way to play that game.
Chivalry, right?
Man,
Chivalry. Yeah.
I played Chivalry the wrong way
Oh,
all these years.
yeah.
Apparently.
That
I
was a
really
fun
like
game.
Chivalry,
That was a
especially when it
super
lagged
fun
out.
game.
I totally felt like I didn't get the mechanics down of the combat in that game because I know we got rocked.
It got too meta.
And that was because I was not siding Breaking Bad erotica into the voice comms
That had
as
to
I
have
was
been it.
as I was fighting at a 90-degree.
It was the only way you can combat the BS like super 720 spin meta crap that people started doing.
Yeah, and now I know, but I feel like I know too late. I'm gonna have to see how I could implement erotica into future games.
Yes.
Just start doing it.
Siege. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what I was
Can
thinking.
you talk to the other team in Siege?
Only in text chat.
Oh, it's
So-
not
so
nearly
yes.
as fun.
Yeah. So reinforce my asshole like you
man.
reinforce these walls. I don't know, dude. It's gonna need some workshopping.
Yeah. Well, really, what you should do is soak in the map that you're on and use that. Talk about what used to go on there at that house or whatever you're fighting at.
Wow, we're going deep into the lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
It's just a
Deep, you say.
use the setting to your advantage.
Apparently, a lot of the locations in Siege are like recreations of real life world. Stop looking at me and nodding like that, Matt. Holy shit! I'm feeling grimy. Like
Good.
I have like a patina on my skin that's like a patina. I don't know how to say it.
A patina?
Patina.
I like
Patina. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce words. I'm a sham. Why am I fucking tutoring people? Anyway.
Also, for whoever has seen Anger Management, the semi-horrible Adam Sandler movie, your face reminded me of what Jack Nicholson was doing.
Where he's like a super
he's
big
like-
grin.
Yeah, like egging him on to.
Oh, it's the reaction gif that people use all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that
okay.
gif, man.
Yeah.
I like that movie. I didn't think it was that bad.
I actually have not seen it, so.
I like it.
But I feel like I've almost seen the entire movie based off just the reaction gifs I've seen from that movie. So there's no need to watch the whole thing.
legs, great.
No idea.
So wait, where are we at with your week?
Oh yeah, I finished reading Naruto for the first time.
All of it?
Yeah, all of it, and it's pretty. How
How many
not
books?
In 1 week?
in like 3 nights.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
nights?
Yeah.
Very impressive.
And
Did you do this online?
I read it on my phone.
Okay.
Oof.
I was
Yeah.
about to say,
rough,
like,
man.
if you had somehow got the books,
No, not the physical books. It's a lot of books. I think.
that's what I was saying.
That's a lot of blue light, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's okay. Just continue.
I was like,
It's really bad for your eyes.
Oh, from your phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever. It
computer
is what
screen.
it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like fucking inject my eyes with like.
It would have been really hard to read
I have blue light
the
coating on my
books,
glasses.
all
Oh,
of
yeah.
it in 3 nights. You probably would have fallen asleep.
Yeah, probably. And like just the manual like page flipping would have been a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
I
much
mean
work.
that thing is not great at a certain point.
The comics?
Yeah, and you know like. Well,
It's pronounced manga.
It's been over for a while now, but like one of the main characters,
I don't care.
one of the main characters is like head over heels in love with like one of the primary like antagonists, and then eventually he like switched sides, but like he tried to like kill her at one point, and
That's
she
so
just
scary.
yeah, and she
It's
just
so
she
scary.
just can't.
Spoilers.
It's always
She just can't like get over him, and I'm like, this motherfucker literally tried to murder you. So I was just like, some of these
But he's hot.
some of these character motivations are not great.
It was a
but
Sharingan, man.
It was like totally a part of my childhood. Like that was, I started reading it back in middle school, and I finally finished it as a fucking grown-ish man.
Nice.
So
Kids
Ish?
cheering.
Yeah.
MP4.
and now I have
I
to.
could put that in.
I
There.
started reading Bleach again. So like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm just like rereading all these like old comics I had
Man.
never actually finished.
At least in the anime, after episode 170, Bleach just died for me.
Yeah,
I could not.
I don't even remember where I left off.
Do you know how many episodes of One Piece there
One
are?
Piece is still going.
I don't know how they're doing
I
it.
think it's chapter 900 and something right now. It's like
I don't
fucking crazy
understand. Like, just end it.
long.
Just end it.
I don't know,
People
but
like it, I guess.
He became the king of pirates. End it. I don't care. Boom, it's done.
I mean, like if you're not reading it, then like why do you like you
Because I see it still.
on what?
Places. Doesn't matter where I see it.
When's that final chapter of Magic the Gathering coming? They just keep bringing those out.
God,
That is very true.
you know, I actually used to read those books, like the Magic the Gathering books, like because
fat
when you
packs, yeah.
when you bought fat packs, it actually came with a book because they used to actually fucking publish books, and that they don't do that
they
anymore.
stopped doing that
They
a couple sets ago.
actually stopped a while ago. I
because
think.
there's no like core thing, right? There's no
Story.
sets.
No, there's stories.
se.
No, there's stories now. There's still stories, but then they just kind of write it into like their like card lore, and like they release like little short stories online and shit. But like I used to actually read those books. But yeah, I don't know. My brother's birthday is coming up, and then he's been reading a shit ton of like he literally bought like over like 50 books from the local library on the cheap. And like I've been trying to look for like good gifts to buy him for like a book reader, and like all the suggestions I've seen online are fucking awful. So I ended up just buying him a copy of a book that I enjoyed when I was like younger, like Artemis Fowl. I don't know if you guys ever read that series.
Spoilers for Daniel, your birthday.
I mean, he's not gonna listen to this in time. But
Arders Fowl.
Artemis Fowl.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Artemis, like
he's like a boy genius that like dabbles in the world of magic or something. And then I also bought him a copy of like the short stories of Franz Kafka. Like
Don't know
he wrote like Metamorphosis and Life in the Penal Colony.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like so just bought him more books because he's reading books. So hopefully he likes it. But
Nice.
that's pretty much been my week though. What about you, Tony?
Well,
You're pulling out your phone. This is a big one.
no, not really.
Oh,
I guess the first thing I did, I set up another monitor on my desk.
How
for
many
my
is that
Switch.
now?
is that 3?
It's 2 monitors because I have an ultra wide, and then so my setup is dumb. Like I have a laptop dock for my work computer, then I have my ultra wide in the middle.
how big is that? 34.
Typically, they're 34-inch.
My boss has like a 72 or something. It takes up his
72.
entire
That's a
desk.
TV.
Isn't that just too much monitor
It's
at
like
that point?
29-inch or something.
Wow.
29.
Something like that.
That's not okay.
And then just another 22 or 24 on the right
Nice.
that I have my Switch docked into.
That's awesome. Is the ultra wide curved?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the big one's curved.
Yeah,
Pretty nuts.
Was it a Dell one? Because I've seen.
It's not the Dell one.
Oh, okay.
It's like specifically
Like
for
Was it
gaming.
the Samsung 49-inch, like stupid wide one?
Actually, yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The literal 2:1 ratio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just 2 monitors connected together.
It looks awesome. But there's no way you could have another monitor on top of that.
No. Yeah,
No,
mine
you,
is small
you just have to
enough
get
for-
enough to literally surround yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I'm basically surrounded by monitors.
Yeah.
You know, like that scene from The Dark Knight, right? Or The Dark Knight from Batman, and then Morgan Freeman is like in this fucking room full of just screens everywhere because Batman used that technology where every like piece of like every cell phone
Every
or some
cell phone,
shit like
yep.
emitted some kind of like sonar or something, and then he could map out like the entire city or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's basically that would be your new room.
that'd be interesting.
300 monitors.
Right. No, I'm good with what I have. But yeah, I did that because I started streaming again and wanted a setup where I could play Switch games. And that made sense.
Cool.
Sweet.
I also resurrected my YouTube channel, beefed it up a little bit. There's,
That's the channel name?
yeah, beefed it up a little bit.com. No, I don't know what it is.
Oh.
It's eWig. It's eWiggin.
I gotcha.
Yeah, like since we were doing ours, which was part of the week too, doing all that recording.
Oh yeah, I edited a
Posting
video
a-
this week,
Yeah.
which I haven't done in a while. That happened. All right, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, we put more stuff on our YouTube channel, which is you could find us using any keyword that you could think of, CSDcast, whatever, Control-Alt-Delete. Yeah, we put categories and things that's more organized. So I took that and did the same thing with mine because it makes sense. I actually had no idea that those were playlists.
What were playlists?
The categories.
Your channel?
Like when you see people's YouTube channels and it's just like I don't know,
Their uploads?
popular, and then there's
Uploads.
Oh, yeah.
Walk-
Trending.
yeah, out for a walk or like IRL.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
That-
are playlists.
Those are playlists. I
How do you
thought
know?
I was like, how the heck do people label their like sections like that? I didn't know.
Yeah, that was like literally
yeah.
I didn't know how to do it either, so I googled it. And I was just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you could just create categories, and then the categories are based off playlists that you make.
See,
Right.
for me, I always just asked the question, but never bothered to look it up because I
Because I was thinking about asking you guys, and I was like, wait, they're probably just gonna Google it too. So I mean, might as well just fucking cut out the middleman here.
Google's a
it
good
makes
tool.
sense. That's what I did not do. Yeah, I only streamed once and had 2 lurkers,
It's okay. I only streamed once as well. I need to really get back onto the streaming train. It's been a while.
but I had 2 lurkers.
The lurkers.
At least there were 2 of anything in there.
Nice.
That's good. Everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering that channel has been dormant for like 2 years.
Someone was pumped as shit. They're like, "Oh my god, he's back."
Well, Joey used to be he was my number one
Oh yeah.
mod and was on every stream of
Oh
mine.
wow. Nice.
So
I hopped into a couple of those
did not see him.
under a different name, and then I would just type things to you, and you would react to them, and you didn't know it was me.
Did you really?
Yeah, your composing ones.
Oh, man, those were bad.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't realize how hard it would be to like do something like that on the spot.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed watching those.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Do you guys need a break before we go into news, or should we just go right into it?
I think I'm good.
I'm good too.
Sure, let's go.
Video game news.
All right. So not too much on the itinerary, but first and foremost, foreskin. Anyway,
First most.
first and foremost, I
Our
spoke.
first mostly.
Yeah, I spoke
Yes.
English once. PUBG Corporation, who is known for PUBG,
No.
is suing Epic Games over Fortnite. So basically, they are alleging that specifically items in the game and UI elements of the game are infringing on their brand.
And by the
Just
way,
like they're infringing on H1Z1, which is infringing on Minecraft, whatever the fuck.
an Arma.
Yeah.
An Arma.
So
It was an Arma mod.
yeah, they're basically
H1Z1
they're basically
wasn't
saying a
normal.
lot of the things in the game are like unique to the game, and the Fortnite kind of is like infringing on that shit. Like,
Well, you can see on our site, I put a picture up of PUBG's weapons versus Fortnite weapons.
they look
And,
nothing alike.
They
Nothing.
totally look the same. What are you talking? No, they're not even close.
Well, okay, to be fair, there is a scar in Fortnite, and there's also a scar in PUBG. But also, there's a scar in real life. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
if
is.
they use real life weapons, you can't.
but
really-
also, Fortnite is like cartoony. It's not a
It's
like what we
stylized.
call it a military
I
sim.
don't know. I guess the only thing I could say that is like truly unique to Fortnite or to PUBG would be the plane that everyone ejects out of.
yeah, it's like
to,
a cargo
like,
plane.
Yeah,
Battle Royale.
yeah, but like,
It's like saying they have like they own the Battle Royale game type.
And I
before
They
hon-
that.
actually did say that.
yeah, and I think they're actually trying to argue that, which is
Even though that Battle Royale was an Arma mod, not created by them in the first place.
Right.
and
Interesting.
Stuff like that has existed.
Yeah, I
For
don't
a
think they're
while.
gonna win this one.
yeah. And we're talking about like infringing on copyrights and shit. Like, PUBG had an entire crate of cosmetics that are completely based off of the clothes that were worn in the movie Battle Royale. So I'm pretty sure they
Not to
didn't.
mention, do they even own any of those assets, or is it just like free assets they found on like the
The
Unreal
engine-
Asset Store?
And that's
Which-
the thing.
who-
Epic
who
Games
owns
also
that?
owns Unreal. So
Yeah, how are you gonna? I know. I feel like even if they go through with this, they're gonna be like, all right, well, find a different engine for your game.
yeah.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Use
And-
Crisis.
And
instead.
honestly, also
Crying.
Epic Games has a history
Frostbite.
of kind of like
Frostbite.
destroying their opposition in court because there was a case against it was Epic Games versus Silicon Knights, and Silicon Knights was basically
Oh yeah.
using the Unreal Engine, and then they alleged that that Epic Games did not give them the full details of how to use the engine, something like that. And then the thing is, Epic actually countersued and found that they used a lot of Epic's Unreal Engine code in their own code or engine that they developed. So Epic Games actually ended up winning like over $9 million, and then the court ordered that every physical copy of the game To Human, I think, to be destroyed. So they actually fucking
It must be burned.
yeah, they literally annihilated this company in a countersuit. So like, I feel like this is a case of a little bit of the biting the hand that feeds them.
Well, that in particular,
Yeah.
when your case is, oh, they didn't tell us everything about their stuff, which I mean, there's documentation for that, but
Sorry, you didn't
we're gonna
read the
make our own
documentation.
engine, and then, oh wait, we're gonna copy exact code from their stuff.
I mean, yeah,
That's
so,
great
yeah.
idea.
So
That's
this
a
isn't
great
this isn't
idea,
like a
yeah.
one-to-one like exact similar lawsuit scenario thing, but I also
But
really
it shows their
It has a
premise.
similar-
in court.
yeah. But this is also taking place in a Korean court. This isn't going to be taking place
Oh,
in the
it's-
U.S.
That's interesting.
because no, the thing is, PUBG Corp, which was once Bluehole, was a
Bluehole.
Korean company.
Interesting.
So I'm not really sure how the law works over there. And then even if like even if PUBG Corp wins, I'm not really sure
what they get.
what the impact would be overall. Like, would they have the jurisdiction over Epic Games, which is like an American company? Like, what would even happen? So, I don't know. I think this is kind of a shitty, like, it's a dangerous precedent if they win, because it's like, it gives like legitimization for people to be like, oh yeah, there's another game that came out after us, and like, we can fucking sue the shit out of them just because it's similar to ours.
Yeah, that's real dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt it's gonna get anywhere close to that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But yeah, I mean, this also comes in light of our second piece of news, which is basically that PUBG lost half its player base since January. So
it's been half a year almost.
Yeah,
and they've lost half the people.
I mean, they still have over 1 million peak users, which is a lot, but like they're definitely feeling the pain from like having Fortnite as a competitor. And like, you know, I haven't really been following PUBG, so I do know that they've been releasing content, but I feel like
at a much slower pace as well.
Yeah, but Fortnite is also a much larger company, to be fair.
Sure.
But I mean, I personally, it's not that like PUBG. I don't know. It's not that I like necessarily just went to Fortnite from PUBG. Like it was like one-to-one transition. I think at a certain point I just got tired of PUBG.
I think a lot of people are feeling tired of both games.
Yeah, I'm definitely burning out on Fortnite for sure.
I switched straight up from PUBG to Fortnite.
Yeah. I do think that as more and more people get into making battle royales, it'll become stale to some people.
Yeah, I mean, like every fucking game in the future is going to have a battle royale. Like Call of Duty has a battle royale. Battlefield's going to have a battle royale, from my understanding.
Battle Right's going to have a battle royale. Battle
Right's going to have a battle royale. Like a shit. I mean, okay, Battle Right's battle royale actually kind of interests me in a way.
It's a different kind.
Because it like, yeah.
It's
so don't forget Isle of Nine.
What is that again? Is that the futuristic one, but they use like modern day weapons still?
Yeah.
Is that the one where you superhero drop onto the island?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally. And then I was like, oh, this game looks cool. Wait, did he just
superhero dab onto the island? What the hell, Tony?
They legit. Okay, I was watching one of my friends stream it, and then I was like, oh, this game actually looks pretty cool. And then they picked up an AK-47. I was like, wait, what? Like, this doesn't look right.
It's old reliable, all right?
I mean, I guess, but like literally, there's no, like everything seemed futuristic except the weapons, which I felt like it was like a huge kind of
what about
tonal shift.
Yeah, tonal. No, I don't know if it's tonal, but like thematic shift, I guess.
Okay.
BioShock, sort of.
Well, BioShock was set in an older time, and they were using old weapons.
But it's like
it was like the 19
like BioShock.
It was like a 19.
Infinite.
BioShock Infinite's in like the 50s, 60s.
Yeah, but it's like
it's like a dystopian future.
Yeah, it's like a weird
It's steampunk.
Yeah,
it's literally steampunk.
Okay. Maybe that's not a good comparison then.
Well, I felt like BioShock. I get what you're saying. That it's like their vision of what the future was back in like the 50s, 60s. Yeah, the 50s, 60s. But then, like, you know, obviously it's not. It doesn't line up with what the future ended up actually being. But I thought the weapons still were very suited for what they were.
Plus, at least for those games, the story was like they took the most brilliant minds, brought them either under the ocean or into the sky, depending on which BioShock you're talking about.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense that they maybe got away with some more futuristic stuff, and then things broke apart.
Yeah. But so I kind of like PUBG's not a bad game. Sometimes I go back. I do sometimes go back to it from time to time. Not anytime recently, but like seeing this news where like they're suing Fortnite. After how long has it been out? You know, it just and like you know them losing so many players. It just feels like a desperation move.
Well, did League of Legends sue Dota or Dota sue League of Legends at any point?
No, I think Blizzard sued Dota 2 over basically
the naming.
And
they won that. Or not won that, but they got them to change the names.
Yeah, they settled. I think they settled that
Wraith King and all.
That was literally the names of things from the Blizzard games.
Yeah. I mean,
that makes sense,
right? But like, if Blizzard can't sue Hi-Rez for Paladins successfully, how does
did
PUBG
they even try? I don't think they tried.
I don't know.
They're probably just like, yeah, whatever. They're not going to be as big as us, so who cares?
Yeah, I mean, Blizzard. Overwatch is kind of like this behemoth that can't really be taken down. I would say, like any of their IPs, really.
I feel like the same thing is true for Fortnite.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing's going to take them down. I mean, if this lawsuit succeeds, that's just a weird precedent that's set.
I don't know. Maybe this is just like a case of like really strong Korean pride. Like, hey, motherfuckers, we did this shit first. Fuck you, Americans, kind of deal. But like, I don't see this going
Except
up.
that Arma did it first, which I'm pretty sure, you know.
Maybe, probably not.
I mean, I know that they used to claim that pans were like a unique weapon to their game, which when it's 100% not the case.
Yeah, it's like tons of posts about, oh, TF2 had pans first.
Yeah.
Still, there's no pan in Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, they were claiming like this other game that used pans. And they're like, no, we had pans
the
used
mobile
this way.
game,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It
Yeah.
was rules of whatever.
Rules of whatever.
That game actually came out for Steam for $3 or something. It was like a straight mobile port to a PC game, and like everyone was like, "This game's fucking garbage." But anyway, yeah, I don't really see this lawsuit going over well. It's like a lose-lose. It's like a lose-lose for them. I feel like.
Yeah.
So
I feel like even just making this lawsuit has lowered their reputation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No one's seeing this and like, oh yeah, they deserve to like, yeah, Fortnite's definitely in the wrong here.
It's not the same game.
It's like it's kind of like shitty because like yeah, you are the engine developer and shit, and like you are developing a fucking battle royale on the heels of the success of our battle royale on a game that was originally never supposed to be any type of battle royale. Like I get it, like I understand that where they're like pissed, but like I don't really think they have any standing in like a lawsuit.
No, it's like unless they copyrighted battle royale games, which seems, I mean, I don't know, maybe our system's flawed, but that seems not possible.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, can you copyright a genre?
yeah. It's like
It's
if
like
country
music.
music was
Yeah.
owned by Charlie Daniels.
I think if like the genre in itself had very specific mechanics that are like very unique to your like game,
sure.
then like
Well,
maybe
classic rock is unique, but you don't see a copyright on it from like.
Well, yeah,
Like-
but
It's like
I think-
Nintendo trying to copyright Zelda-esque games.
yeah.
yeah, and there's definitely been a lot of clones of those games. So
Like there definitely have been copycat. There are games that are copycats, like straight up, like they
Oh, yeah.
copy, like. But then that goes beyond, like that
Diddy
goes into
Kong Racing.
that goes into like aesthetic.
Wait,
Sonic Racing.
oh my
Oh
god,
my god!
Biker Mice from Mars
Wait, was
racing
Diddy
game.
Kong Racing by
Ooh.
Rare?
yeah, it was by Rare.
Okay, it wasn't a Nintendo venture, right?
No, but it did
was-
use
was
Nintendo
meant-
characters.
It was meant to compete with Mario Kart.
No, it wasn't meant to compete. It's
It was
just
just a
Mario Kart
racing
came out
game.
first,
Oh, okay.
and then this came out much later, and it was just a racing
okay,
game.
I don't think I've ever actually played that game.
Oh,
but,
it's a good game.
It's
Just
cute.
you had to
It's just not
unlock
Mario.
the stupidly good characters in order to be good.
of
course.
Rip. But
And you had to
yeah,
fight a giant pig wizard.
there. I have one more article on the itinerary. Do you want to talk about it, Matt?
Sure. I think I know the one you're talking
Okay,
about.
okay, go ahead.
So, we all know Steam. It's a distribution of games on PC, and they have an app and all that stuff that they've released. And so there's actually kind of two pieces of news for Steam. But yeah, there was an exploit that was found in Steam that apparently has been there for 10 years. Yeah, past 10 years, that allows people to take control of your computer.
If they exploit it.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah, they could just log into Steam and like, hey, look, let's use this guy's computer.
so there's both good and bad of this. The good neuse is it took 10 years to figure it out. The bad news is it hasn't been fixed yet.
And it's
So-
been figured out.
and it has been figured out. So I'm assuming because articles and stuff have been written about this, there's going to put a lot of fire under Valve's ass to fix it real quick, because that is a pretty big vulnerability. Like, because let's say you're using LastPass or something that stores all your passwords. Someone could just take control of your computer, take a screenshot of all of your LastPass stuff, and just be done.
Yeah, I feel like any sort of vulnerability where people are
Or
able
just
to
use your computer
yeah,
to mine
fully-
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Or
that too. So it's
Is that my computer's been run so slow lately?
maybe
your
you're
emails.
being mined.
Butter emails.
Watch, this E3, Gabe Newell's going to come out on stage. The whole room's going to go silent. He's going to grab the microphone. He's going to go,
Artifact.
3! And everyone's going to poop their pants because they're like, Half-Life 3's here! And then he goes, 3! More exploits have been found!
oh man,
Also, some new TF2 hats are on their way.
But then that's great because the audience is already going to be fainted because they heard the word 3 and like they won't have even processed that the exploits he was talking about.
If they ever come out with
Mhm.
that game,
They're not,
Gabe Newell will copyright the word 3.
and he'll win.
I kind of want him to
Yeah.
in that case. So that's the first bit of news for Steam, which is kind of a big deal, and hopefully they fix that real quick. Second one is they recently released an app for both Apple and Android. It was the Steam Link app, which allowed you to stream your games from your computer to your phone. On Android, it's still in the Play Store, so you can get it now. Runs fine.
I have it installed.
Yeah, he has it installed. There you
Nice.
go. But Apple, since it was released, has what's the right word?
They
It's
approved, and then they
rescinded. Like what's the word? It's they just retracted their approval
yeah.
of the app. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Apple's reasoning, they put a release out that said that their reasoning was business disagreements.
Yeah.
And then Valve basically said that it was approved and then rejected after it was approved because the first team that looked at it apparently didn't review it correctly.
Yeah.
This is the story that we're hearing.
Yeah,
from
so
those
basically
sites.
it was like they approved it, and then Valve
Wasn't it
had
business conflict.
business
Yeah,
conflicts.
you know,
And so
Use the right words. Man.
business
So-
disagreement is fine.
the Apple team approved it, and then Valve actually had like an announcement about it that talked about the details, and then I think at that point they were like, wait, what? They could do what with it? And then they decided to reject it, and then so basically you can't get it on the Apple, and
The theory as to why that is because you're able to buy games on Steam through the app. And like people have been speculating that Apple took it down because Apple was not getting a cut of those game sales, which I think is ridiculous because I don't think Google's getting a cut because it's their proprietary system doing the sale. It's not like you're doing it through Apple Pay or through Google Pay to buy these games. You're doing it through Steam. So you're basically running the Steam web app to buy the games. So I don't know why.
Only when you're
This
at
would be the
home
issue.
on your own network.
What?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, you can only
yeah,
use
yeah.
it like when you're at home on your own network.
Yeah, and Valve was saying like this is very similar to many like remote streaming applications that are already exist in your store,
Yeah.
but that because I think because of
Because
Steam
Valve.
links,
I mean, the Steam app is on the iPhone. I'm pretty sure you could buy games.
but you can't play them through.
can't play
yeah,
them,
yeah, I
right.
think that's the distinction
I see.
because they're like, oh, you could actually buy and play those games, but but it's still,
technically
you're still streaming it
But,
from your
but if you
computer.
had an Nvidia Shield, you could
Yeah,
stream
exactly.
games to your phone
Yeah, imagine that.
with one of those controllers. What is that? EMFI or something?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
MFI,
about.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's-
the Shield is superior in that sense that you can play from anywhere and log into your computer.
Yeah.
The Steam Link app, you still have to be on your Wi-Fi.
I mean, Valve just made an app that you had to be on your network and you can play from anywhere. You can play from bed if you want, And like it's really weird move by Apple
I
to
don't think it's weird. I think it's greedy.
Yeah,
well, if that is
it's
the
not
case,
like you're playing Apple games for free or something. You're streaming it from, like you said, this computer games that you
They
purchase.
just, I think it's
streaming it
I think
to another
Apple just
screen.
doesn't like the fact that they don't have control over
what the content that's
the
being
content
shown.
is being the content of the game and like how they aren't able to get a cut. I
They
think.
shouldn't have control over it. It's not theirs.
Yeah, but you know what? Apple thinks that if it's being played on their phones, they should be able to have some measure of control over it.
It's lame.
Yeah.
I'm curious what kind of restrictions they're going to have to put on it. I'm curious if Valve's just going to turn back and say, okay, we submitted it again, but this time you can't buy games from this. You can only stream.
I can see Valve just being like, fuck Apple. Sorry guys, it's gonna be Android until like Apple completely retracts their bullshit on us. So, and I kind of feel like Valve's like statement about it was to put like public pressure onto Apple and be like, hey, Apple, just stop being jerks. That's what I
There
said
you
the
go.
first time.
There you go.
And I don't know. I haven't used Apple products in a while just because I feel like they've been regressing in terms of like the features I actually want on an
yeah.
Apple device.
Then their design philosophy has been very odd.
Yeah.
As
so
of late.
yeah.
Not with like specifically iPhone X or anything, but like
Who here has an iPhone?
I have an iPhone.
You have an?
have
Does
one.
yours have the headphone jack in it?
Yeah, because I have the old 6 SE.
Oh, okay.
Mine does not. Mine has one port, and that's it.
Do you find that not having the headphone jack affects like your daily use of it?
Yeah, like if you
No.
forget the dongle,
The only
you also can't listen to music and plug it in at the same time.
that is dumb.
So like if you're using like Discord on your phone,
You can't charge it unless you have Bluetooth headphones.
They do have a dongle specifically to do that.
Yes, they do. They have
$40.
the
Yeah.
dual out.
I feel like their like motto should be Apple. Hey, here's this dongle. Or like Apple, we've got a dongle for that. Just like fucking dingle dangle dongle, man.
Yeah,
Just-
and it also goes towards their newest laptop, which use USB-C, but none of their products use USB-C.
Yeah. I just feel like
it also has a headphone port.
It does have a headphone port, and also its keyboard's terrible.
I just feel like as a person who like walks his dog frequently while listening to like music and podcasts on the walk, like I use my headphone jack every day. So like I mean, I guess I could easily move over
Nothing
to
worse than getting to the gym and you go, fuck, the dongle isn't in here.
Oh,
I
dude,
have-
I would not be able to gym without my music
And I know-
or
I've
something.
done it. It sucks.
I know that the big push has been for Bluetooth headphones, and
Yeah,
I've gotten
I have
one
Bose
because
Sound Sport.
of that.
because they want you to get
Works
the
great.
earbuds
Well,
The
And then
AirPods.
those
the-
those have their own
and
issues.
then the earbud woofer, which goes directly up your butthole.
Makes
They
you
might as
feel
well.
the music.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways,
I also just another tangent.
Sure.
I totally think the AirPods look stupid. Sorry.
I
They do
I
look. That's
also think they look
uncomfortable.
dumb.
It's like they're missing something, like the wires, maybe.
I don't know. It almost looks like a tumor that's growing from your fucking ears or something. Like,
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
And you got to charge them.
yeah.
No, it's just unsettling because when you see earbuds like that from Apple, you expect to see the cord.
I think maybe like I'm expecting like something to like hook underneath the ear or something, but like the
Yeah,
way
it's
they just
just
kind of like stick out of your
hanging
fucking
there.
ears just looks really weird to me.
And
mean-
they look super easy to knock out.
Oh yeah, I mean I've had friends say that when they go on jogs and stuff, sometimes like one girl has literally lost an AirPod while jogging. Like I don't
Yeah.
know how.
Like, why would they make them like wrap around your ear or sit more comfortably or
Yeah,
something?
like it's
That's why I like my Bose ones. They have the part that goes in your ear, and then they have this little thing that goes around the inside of the
to stick it
your
in.
upper cartilage.
Oh, I
it
see.
sticks
oh
in your
interesting.
ear.
So like
Yeah, yeah.
okay, that's cool. I thought you were talking about like the little like plastic band that goes around the top of your ear.
No. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that's
all
what I
like
was thinking
contained.
of.
That sounds like your sounds
From
more
inside.
sci-fi.
Yeah.
And they're noise canceling. They have wires, and you can have a little clip to your shirt.
I'm kind of expecting like futuristic earbuds to be like you press something and it just like fills out the entire side of your ear
Ooh.
with like a gel or some shit.
Like
I mean, they
full
do. They
noise
do have
That'd be neat.
those headphones that you can get that are custom for your ear.
I hope
You
they
like
make
stick a mold on your
sound.
ear,
Mm.
and then they fit perfectly in your ear and will never
Oh,
come out.
in your
'cause-
monitors.
No, not the monitors, but like little earbuds that you
Right,
can get that.
but you have
are
to
like
get it
molded
molded.
to your. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I'd be afraid
actually.
of that
Why would you be afraid?
because it fits so perfectly. I don't know.
It's like it seals
scared
itself
that
yeah,
into
it would,
your
like
stuck.
never, like actually never come out.
No, it's made of rubber. You just like
Okay.
grab an edge.
I think
That's
I've
like the
seen
next.
those.
That's like the next shitty horror movie. It won't come out. You know,
You pull it out and your brains fart out of your ear.
Kind of reminds me of that scene from Forgetting Sarah Marshall where they're digging on that horrible
Yeah.
cell phone movie.
This is my favorite scene. Ready? Ring, ring.
Hello. God, I fucking love that movie. You really should watch Ant-Man. I don't know why I said Ant-Man specifically, but like I think it's because
Because Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. Yeah.
I will.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me on news. Unless you guys had anything to bring.
Was Paul Rudd in Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yes, he was the surfer.
Oh, that's right. The
Do nothing.
carpet matches the pubes.
yeah.
He said that
I
totally
wonder if the
wrong.
carpet matches the pubes.
When life gives you lemons, say fuck
Fuck
the
the lemons
lemons.
and bail. Listen, if you get attacked by a shark, are you going to quit surfing?
I mean,
Probably,
probably.
All right, so
Good stuff.
Maybe we should take a break.
taking a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a break.
That was all the news?
That was
Yeah,
all for the
not-
news.
not
We'll
a
be
whole lot
right
this
back
week. Do you have
with
something?
games we played.
Actually, hold on. Do you
Oh
have, do you
wait,
have something?
what?
Did you have something?
For the news?
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, we're gonna take a break. and We'll be right back with games we played this week. All right, and we're back from the break. Well, most of us. Tony, are you
Yep,
still there?
I'm here.
You awake? You alive?
Just I have some candy.
That was a rough hour and a half, guys.
Yeah, guys.
That was a long
That was
break.
a really long
I'm
break.
sorry about your bathroom, Matt.
It'll be fine.
I don't know if
I'll
you're saying.
burn it
I don't know
down.
if you're saying bathroom Matt, like to Matt, or if you're talking about his bathroom
Yeah, I was
Matt.
talking to Matt.
Okay.
I'm sorry about your bathroom, Matt. Period.
There you go.
I'll burn it down. It's fine.
There we go. All right,
There's
Matt,
also
did you
an
play games this week?
apostrophe in I'm.
Yeah, I did play games
Oh, you
this week.
played
Or
games.
actually, I should say I played a game this week
And game.
snap.
because exclusively what I played was God of War.
Oh, I was going to say Hello Kitty Island Adventure, but I guess that was
That
pretty
was
close.
a close second on my list of
They
options.
both take place on islands. Wait, no.
No, not really.
There's water, right?
Doesn't
Yes.
mean there's
Anyway,
there's an
continue.
island.
All right, so God of War. Talked about it last week. How it's not quite the same as the old God of Wars, but having now, I actually beat it this week. Having now beat it and pretty close to completing it. Like there's a lot of side quests you can do. There's a lot of collectibles you can find.
How many hours to beat it?
I don't know exactly
Did it seem
because
long?
I bought it 2 weeks ago.
Well, he worked
And
from home this week, so about 40 plus whatever you played last week.
I worked from home
Right.
this week.
On God of War progress.
No, but it was nice because as soon as it was time to quit working for the day,
Oh, I thought you were like, you quit your job. And I was like, oh, is that why you worked from home?
no, no, but like as soon as it was time to finish working for the day, just
Right
grab
into
my
it.
PS4 controller, start playing God of War. It was fun.
Nice.
And the game again it's not like the old God of Wars, but it's satisfying in different ways. This one is much more satisfying in the story, and like it sort of has, I hate to say it, but like a almost Dark Souls.
God, fuck.
I know, but like that's the one most people can relate to,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It has the sort of Dark Souls feeling where once you know the pattern of something, you can beat it pretty consistently, pretty easily. But they still throw in some new things here and there to shake things up.
Talking
and-
about combat?
yeah, combat-wise.
Oh, I see.
There's definitely talking about the dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue of Dark Souls is clearly what it's known for.
Yes.
Praise the sun.
But like
Did you go with the
thing with-
renegade option?
Yeah, I just went naked into every battle as Kratos.
Perfect.
I mean, not too far off considering what he normally wears. But anyways, like there's just a satisfaction in the weight of the axe he's throwing around. You get a lot of gear later in the game that like alters the way some of the things work in the game, and it's just a very satisfying game to play. And the nice thing is, there's a couple really good twists that happen in it, like
In terms of plot.
God of War, yeah, plot wise and also mechanically. Sorry, so like in the previous God of Wars, you got new weapons, but they all kind of acted the same. You know, they were all some sort of variation of chains and blades, except for like the gauntlets that you got in like God of War 3.
that was
I
fun.
want to say those were cool, but like for the most part,
The
it's
Cestus, I think it was called.
yeah, the Hercules things that you got. But for the most part, you just mash buttons and you punch things to death, and occasionally you dodge. In this one, you have to pay a lot of attention to what's around you. Parrying is very important and sometimes can make or break a fight. And Atreus, your son, actually is very useful once you know how to utilize him. So it just becomes more and more satisfying to fight things as the game goes on. And very much like a lot of those, very much unlike the older God of Wars, this one has a lot of exploring in it. And you can find secret enemies to fight, secret bosses even. And it was just a really satisfying game to play through. So, and I'm trying my best not to spoil anything because I know you're going to be playing it soon, and I know,
I'm
You
going to
guys-
hop on that for sure.
yeah. So
I heard
I'm-
the ending is also pretty epic.
yeah, there's some kind of twist.
Well, I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah.
I thought the ending personally was a little lackluster.
Huh. All right.
Do you ever get like Last of Us vibes in terms of interactions between Atreus and Kratos and like how like the
Like story wise.
Yeah.
So, I think I said it last time, but Kratos is a bad dad. But like as the game goes on, you kind of understand why he's a bad dad.
like do they flesh out the character?
They do. They flesh him out.
Like you begin to care about all the him and his son.
Well, you get a better idea of why he is the way he is, and he does become better as the game goes on. So he's not a bad dad throughout the whole game, at least not as bad a dad.
Okay.
Throughout the
I
whole
just
game.
like I know that they're going for a tonal shift in this game, and like it's nice to hear that they do really work on the characterization of Kratos and Atreus. So that's good.
Yeah. And again, there's a couple really good twists, both story and mechanically. So as you play through the game, it keeps you interested.
Does it
throughout
get
the whole
bloody
thing.
though?
There are some enemies that the execution moves you do on them are gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like in God of War or previous games, like when you beat certain bosses, you literally would like tear their head off and like blood would fly everywhere and like that kind of stuff. It's not gonna reach that level, I want to say, but because of the realism of how this game looks and the setting you're in and the enemies you're fighting, it still feels brutal, but it's not like over the top gory.
Okay. So
Is this the same studio that did the older ones?
I'm actually not sure.
I don't think it is. It's like I know like the
Because
studios
what a crazy
in
shift that
Montreal.
would be, huh?
That would be kind of crazy.
To go from like all those older ones, which are basically the same style, and
Yeah,
everything felt weightless in terms of your moves and stuff.
Yeah, like
and the old
you'd
stuff.
press square a billion times,
Yeah.
kill everything, but it's like you just had these little blades that went me.
It was Sony Santa Monica.
Sony Santa Monica. No, Santa Monica Studios worked on this one. So
Yeah,
it's-
sorry, that's what I meant.
Oh,
For this
okay.
game, Sony Santa Monica Studio.
Huh.
Sony Santa Monica Studio. Yeah.
All right, Sony,
but
picking it up.
The
There
one
you go,
thing. Okay, and no, actually, I'm not going to say it because that's kind of spoilery. So
Yeah, but I'm excited to play it.
That's it.
yeah, it's really good. I think you'll like it.
Oh, it is the same studio. Santa Monica Studio worked on all of them.
Oh, there
Wow.
you go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Or
Yeah.
I don't know about all of them, but it worked on the first and
Yes.
second and third. Oh yeah, they worked
There's-
on all of them.
there's
Wonder if it was
definitely-
under like a different director or
I
something.
think I probably.
Probably, but there's definitely like homages to the previous games in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the way Kratos looks now, like in the last game before this one, he had stabbed himself through the chest with a giant sword, right?
Mhm.
And he still has the big old scar on his chest that you can see. And throughout the game, you sort of discover more and more about his past if you hadn't played the previous games.
Mm-hmm.
And Atreus obviously finds out more and more about him as the game goes on. So it definitely references the old games, but it's very different.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play it for sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
quite literally, that's all I played this
Dude,
week.
original God of War came out in 2005. That's insane.
That's weird.
Like 13 years ago.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
remember when this was announced at, I think it was E3 last year.
Yeah.
People went fucking nuts.
I was honestly super skeptical about it though. Like I was like, man, like they had the like PS Vita game or some shit, and like
Mhm.
like the most recent entries that were not like mainline just were not very good from what I heard, or like not like great. And like and
Days
I-
Gone looked cool.
Which one's Days? Is that the zombie one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this one is a very solid game.
Okay.
I
That's
would
good.
say.
What would you rate it out of 10 Kratoses?
Ooh, I actually don't know.
Is it your favorite new game of this year?
I'm trying to think of other new games that have come out this year.
Into the Breach, I think, came out this year.
Into the Breach was pretty good.
Like, can you
well,
even really compare those games?
those are extremely different.
But in terms of like overall enjoyment,
Again, different kinds of enjoyment. Even I would say.
okay.
I would
Masturbation.
say it's my favorite single player game this year.
Okay.
for-
Wait, isn't Into the Breach also a single player game?
right? Damn it. Okay.
Fuck.
Favorite.
Still counts.
Favorite console game?
Yeah, definitely,
Easily.
definitely that. There hasn't
Isn't
been
it
too
Into
much
the
this
Breach
game.
on the Switch?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
It's not yet.
Okay.
I have not played it on the Switch, so I'm not counting it for
Gotcha,
me
gotcha.
personally. But yeah, definitely. Okay, favorite third-person action brawler of the year, at the very least. There's probably more. It's probably better than a lot of things I've played this year. I can't think of that right now.
We'll have a list compiled by the end.
It's
of the year.
already June too, by the way, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, we actually should start
Yeah.
thinking about end of the year.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to start thinking about end of the year.
Half the year is almost
little bit.
already over though,
Almost
which is
half.
nuts. I mean, like it's kind of crazy though.
And E3 is next week.
I could have like I still kind of remember when we talked about E3 last
E3
year.
is 2 weeks. Well, at the time when you hear this, it'll be next week.
Sure.
Sure. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I played this week.
Wait, I'm glad to hear God of War is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Was it
good.
better than Knack?
No way.
Dude, Knack 2 has co-op. So
Oh my
so,
god! All right,
like,
screw God of War.
Yeah, God of War does not
Gotta
have
get that
co-op.
Knack 2 going, guys.
And Knack 2 Electric Boogaloo. But
Didn't that come out in like March or something?
I don't fucking know, dude. Anyway,
I don't
Jay,
fucking care.
what did you play this week?
Okay, I played some games this week.
Oh, you played
Sorry,
some
I was
motherfucking
Oh, did you?
games.
looking
Did
away
you?
from- yeah, I did.
Tell me
Okay.
the games.
Let me tell you.
He's got a list.
I do.
He's checking it twice.
Ah,
Sorry, that was bad.
it's okay.
Doesn't even make any sense.
Jake is clearly
Tony's wearing
Santa.
the red and white shirt here.
I am.
That is true.
Yeah.
He's like a.
Spoiler alert to
If-
all the viewers.
If Santa Claus
But all
and
of us
Chris
but Peter
Evans
have
had a
beards,
baby, it
so
would
you
look
know.
like Tony.
So
If like children were born with their clothes in the Christmas, yeah, whatever.
yeah.
Go
So
on.
last weekend I had a game day at a friend's house, and we were playing some board games, and then we found this couch co-op game for the Switch called Overcooked.
Oh, that's a good game.
Holy crap!
That's
Is that game hilarious?
That's a good
It's
fucking game.
fantastic.
Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know what it is, it's up to 4 players. You pretty much need 4 players for it. Everybody
Makes it harder.
is like a chef in a kitchen, and orders come in to make food, and there's different actions that you can do, like chop vegetables or meat or whatever, and then cooking them, and then washing dishes, and like actually plating the food and serving the food. And as the game progresses, some of the levels get really wacky. So like one level's on a boat, and so every time the boat rocks, all like half of the kitchen slides to the other side of the screen. So it ends up becoming a pretty fun scramble to try and like micromanage in real time with your friends, like who's doing what.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, super fun. The level design's really
Yeah.
fun, and I think we played that for like a couple hours and didn't get bored for like a single second. And
Did you play like from the beginning?
yeah,
Yeah, that game has a storyline. Like,
Yeah. Do you remember the epic beginning of that game?
no,
it's set
Aw.
in like an apocalyptic future where
Oh.
a giant meatball has like destroyed the world, and you're sent back in time to defeat him through cooking or something.
okay,
Mhm.
yeah,
It's good stuff.
Maybe I missed that part, but I did know that like after a few levels, you keep talking to this old guy, and he's like, "It's been 20 years since you started cooking." Like, so every time you get to like a new like world or stage of the game, like there's been like a decade that's gone by, which is kind of funny. Your characters look exactly the same,
Yeah.
but you keep unlocking new characters, which is really fun. There's various ethnicities and also like
Animals?
species.
Yeah.
But it's fun to. We were also putting on voices when we were playing, so like. It's like my buddy was
course.
constantly playing like the Italian guy, so he would just constantly be like, "This is it, no good. I throw it in the trash," and then whatever.
Nice. Yeah.
Uh,
the fun voices.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really
But
funny
who
game.
did you play?
Huh?
Who did you play?
I played the black guy for a little bit, and then what is it, like a raccoon or something?
Mhm.
Yeah. The coon.
Yeah. Whoa. So that was pretty fun. Really fun game. I can't wait to play more of that.
The coon.
Let's see, what else did I play? Okay, so I played 3 rounds of League of Legends.
Hey.
Whoa. Who'd you play as?
You know, someone doesn't play League of Legends a lot when they consider called matches rounds.
Yeah, 3 matches, 3 games of League of Legends.
3 rounds.
Let's just say I had to, and I was
Were you forced to play League of Legends?
yeah, I was.
How?
I was asked to for certain reasons.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
He's obviously dating a Korean girl who has very high ELO standards that he
Yes.
needs to meet.
You must be platinum or better.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So I hopped in there, and I had played it before, but like very briefly. Who did I play as? I played as like the first melee guy you get.
Master Yi?
No.
Tryndamere?
No. There's like the archer chick, and she starts with
Garen?
an A.
Ash?
Oh, no.
Garen?
She shoots first.
Garen. I played as Garen.
Garen.
I think the archer chick is Ash because she
She's
shoots
the
frozen
old-
arrows.
Spin
She's
the
the
wind
only
guy.
one.
I thought it was like Artreyu or some shit like that.
Artreus?
Something.
From
There's-
God of War?
Ash.
Yeah, okay, maybe it's Ash. Whatever. I played as Garen.
Demacia, that guy.
I still love Garen.
The spin the win?
Yeah, that guy. While the game itself is fun and Garen was pretty fun, all 3 rounds I had a teammate who was not playing. and was AFK.
Sounds like League.
Which is so frustrating because you can't leave the match or else there's like a penalty. So you're basically locked in for like at least 20 minutes of losing. And all 3 of those games, it was just, the chat was just filled with my teammates calling each other cancer and telling them to kill each other or kill themselves, which it's not that fun, you know?
Yeah.
That's why
You could
you
mute the
should
whole
mute
chat.
literally everyone every game.
Okay, but does that also mute their pings and stuff?
Yes, you can mute pings.
It doesn't mute.
I don't
pings.
mind
You
mute.
can.
I don't
can.
mind the pings. But
It's just like if
You can mute them individually.
like he's entering a game culture where you're basically like, hey, like this game is fine if you completely negate 80% of all team communication,
Right.
Which is like, huh?
it's kind of like Overwatch in that I feel like if you had a group of friends that were all playing on your team, you'd probably have a good time with it.
Oh yeah.
It makes
Or
it much harder because there are other people of 5 than you.
Oh, sorry.
There are other. Oh, yeah. Oh, because if you're in a pre-made, then you have to play against a pre-made.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see. I didn't know that. Well, whatever. All 3 games, I was like the highest level dude on my team, so like at least I was owning. But you know, not enough because we lost. All
Did
3
you
of them.
just play Garen?
Yeah.
All right.
He can carry, but not.
Do they just give you Garen for free?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to play the archer. Someone every time I joined the game, somebody had already locked in on that.
She's a yeah.
Mm.
She's the easiest AD carry to play.
What's AD?
Attack damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so basically the thing about League is that it has a very strict structure in terms of roles that is like super rigid.
Gotcha.
There's always a mid lane player that has like high damage potential, I would say typically. Right?
See,
I mean,
the way I
Usually
thought of it
mid-person
was like,
roams with
all right,
the-
if I'm going on the bottom lane or the top lane, like it doesn't really matter. But every time I somehow picked the wrong one, they're like, "Fucking idiot, go top."
yeah,
You
so
shouldn't go bottom.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm like, what?
Garen typically plays top because I want to say like tanky characters a lot of the time went top.
Why though?
So-
What's the difference?
Well, the structure of the game that has been decided.
The map is
Even-
symmetrical.
I know, even by Riot themselves, you can pick your roles and it shows you on the map where you're supposed to go.
I didn't see any of that.
Well, it's if you do like draft picking, you can do that.
Yeah.
But like, there's top lane, which is 1 person, mid lane, which is 1 person, bottom lane is 2 people, and then jungle. Now, people can try to mess with that, but then you just get yelled at by your team.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't really like League over Dota is because League didn't really have a lot
No
of opportunity
flexibility.
in terms of experimentation.
Right, I've heard Dota is like a little bit more flexible in that.
Oh god,
Oh,
yeah.
way more flexible. And League, like they actually say like in ranked, like if you go beyond what is like kind of meta, you could be reported for it. They're saying like, yeah, keep the experimentation for the unranked queue.
Weird.
You know, so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
I don't know. So there was that, and then I realized there's like over 100 different champions that you can be, and it's
Oh
just
yeah,
like
and they
It's
keep
insane.
releasing more.
right. So it's like I'm never gonna know who I'm going against because I'm gonna see a character and be like, I have no idea what they can do. Oh, that's what they can do. I'm dead.
Yeah, and the older ones unfortunately fall off a bit when they release new ones.
Sure, there's
Oh,
got to be
God,
power
yeah.
creep or something.
but and
right?
then
Oh, there's tons of power
and then they
creep.
rework older champions. So like you think you knew what someone was able to do, and then no, it turns out their
Yeah,
kit is
they have
completely
all new
different now.
spells. Great.
Yeah,
Right. So
Corki has not changed, by the way.
good
yeah.
to know.
Neither
I don't
has
know.
Tristana.
It's pretty weird. You would think that they would like for your first few matches, like I don't know, maybe give you a little bit more guidance and put you in teams of people who are also brand new to the game. I mean, maybe people are just
oh, they're dicks when they start.
Well, the thing
to begin with.
the thing is,
I mean-
a lot of people make brand new accounts.
yeah, what's that called?
Smurfing.
Smurfing.
Yeah.
So like even if they try to like cue you with what they think were brand new players, it turns out like you're playing with some guy who's been playing for a long
Right.
time.
But like, you know, like
Out of
even
Smurf.
like adding every time you level up or whatever, you can add like another tier to your spells or whatever. And it's like I was just kind of guessing. Like I don't know which, and I'm not gonna look up a guide on how to play a character because it's fucking lame.
Yeah, I feel like League of Legends being as established as it
Yeah,
is
I know.
really lacks a fleshed out tutorial system, which
Yeah.
it desperately needs.
Right. It
The
also,
Tutorial and all.
Tutorial is just
130
always
characters.
Ash, right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it also
It's just
lacks a full screen application. They launch from like this little window thing.
Oh, that.
Yeah, the
Oh
League
my
client.
god! And speaking of which, it took so long to get into a game. Every single time, it took forever because once everyone's in, locks in on the characters, which took forever. Then it does the loading thing, and it loads like one person at a time. It's like, is everyone on this thing on fucking dial-up or some shit, or like on like the oldest non-solid state drive they own? Like,
It's possible.
When I was
I mean,
playing
yeah.
again not too long ago, I would just keep it background and wait till the music started playing so that I know, oh, the game is now starting.
oh my god, dude! I was sitting there like, Jesus, I could have gotten into like 6 games of Fortnite at this rate.
Yeah, that's the kind of the curse of free to play in a lot of ways, especially for League. It's like it's such an investment. I want to say like each game takes at least 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, I've had 70-minute games.
Like each
Oh
game
my
takes
God,
at least
if
20
any of those
minutes,
went that long.
and that's even if you get into a game because there's like people like you try to lock in a character,
Q
you
dodge.
take someone dodges the queue, so you like get booted back to the lobby. Like it takes fucking forever.
Yeah.
Like they really should just add like some kind of arcade game during your waiting period. You know, like I don't know.
Or let you like try the characters out as
Yeah,
you're
like
waiting or
there's
something.
there's so many things that have been implemented well in other like MOBAs and like you know,
And like Dota does, you should be able to leave the game once someone's gone for long enough.
yeah.
I feel like if somebody's AFK, it should auto kick them after a few minutes. And if that's
It-
the case,
it
it
does
should
auto-kick them.
allow. Well, it didn't. It should allow the rest of the team to just
so
forfeit
that means
without
they were
penalty.
they
That
were
means
active in the game.
they were
but
active.
not doing anything.
They were just clicking.
They were
Yeah.
trolling,
yeah.
probably.
Yes, and everyone's like, just report this dude after the game. But it's like,
Dude, it's like kind of amazing to hear about your like first League experience
all 3
in,
games.
in 2018. You know, like
Sounds the same.
yeah, like it's like the thing is, you could have said this exact same thing a year ago, 2 years ago,
Yeah,
5 years ago,
Yeah.
and I've been like, yeah, that's League, dude. Like, not much has really changed.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, I played Hero of the Storms like somewhat recently, and you know, I feel like that one handles it a little bit better.
Like, can you believe that client used to be worse? It used to be worse.
Ooh, Heroes of the Storm.
It was
No, I'm talking about for League.
terribly optimized. Here's the
Oh.
Storm was too.
Oh,
Heroes of the Storm was as well, but League of Legends' old client was
Whatever. I
was
just
a piece of shit.
I just meant. Yeah, whatever. So there's my awesome.
Do you see yourself going back to that game?
No, I haven't uninstalled it. But I haven't been tempted to click on the icon.
Yeah, I have a heavy love-hate relationship with that game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mostly
I feel
hate.
like most people do.
Yeah.
I feel like most
I feel
people
like that's
either
probably
people
pretty
like
common.
cut their relationship with it completely, or they engage with it frequently and it's love hate.
I just never have. I've been playing it since it came out.
I got other options right now, so
Yeah.
it's just not really
It's a
that
great
tempting.
thing about modern gaming.
Yeah.
So many options.
Speaking of which, so the next game I played, which
Heyo.
I've played a lot of for a lot of the past few weeks, Fortnite. Still playing Fortnite. Still going strong. I actually, a couple of my friends playing PlayStation 4, which I also own. So I bought a KVM switch for my PC, so I was able to move the PS4 into my room. So I got mouse and keyboard hooked up to it, which is pretty dope because I could just pop back and forth between the PS4 and my PC. It's pretty sweet. Kind of a burn because it's capped at 60 frames per second, whereas on my PC I have a 144 hertz monitor, so it's nice to get
Mhm.
the full frames. Huge difference. You don't really see it until you feel. You can
Until
feel
you
it.
switch between them.
Once
Yeah.
you go between one and the other, you can feel it.
You feel it. Yeah, I mean, once I switched to the PS4, I just started getting wrecked every time I was on a PC, like cross-platform server. Just like, dude, can't do this. Going back to the PC. The reason I did it was not so that I could like stomp on console noobs or whatever. It was because the game kept crashing on my PC, and also the update procedure for Fortnite is really weird. It like switches between reading and writing and,
Yeah.
and downloading.
Oh
And
yeah.
it doesn't even give you like a timer of how long it's going to be. And the PS4 can just download updates when I'm at work because I leave it in rest mode. So, but yeah, I bought the battle pass at the beginning of the season.
Did you finish it?
No,
You can't finish it yet.
I'm about like almost halfway. I think I'm tier 46 or something like that, 47.
I think I'm exactly the same. I'm thinking I'm also
I got
46.
the Zoe and the lollipop.
Oh, okay. I've not gone
and then
that yet.
And then extra 10% boost, so I'm at like 90%.
I must be at like 43 or something then.
XP boost. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. There was like a tournament last Friday, and there was another tournament today. And dude, the days of the tournaments, the sweatiest players are playing on Fortnite. I think it has something to do with that, and the fact that Epic said they were going to be giving out $100 million in prize pool money this year. So I feel like everyone who wasn't playing is now playing again. And man, there are just hardos on there.
The sweat lords.
Yeah, running 240 frames per second. Just some games are very frustrating, and some games I'm doming. So I don't know. It's still pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends is like exceedingly good at the game. Like we were playing squads, and all three of us died except for him very early on, and he went on to win the whole game and got 18 kills. So it's like,
wow.
It just seeing the way he builds.
Is he a streamer?
He does stream from time to time, but like seeing the way he builds, I'm just like, I will never be able to be that good. Like he literally builds a fucking tower, like just like 20 stories high or some shit.
Yeah.
Instantly.
And manages to not fall off it to his death. Because that would be me every time. So like I literally saw him. I was like, you make me not want to play the game anymore. Because like I just know that I'll never be that good no matter how long I play this fucking game.
I don't know about that, man. I'm starting to get pretty quick with the builds and the edits and stuff.
No, that's the thing. I thought I was like decent at it. Like my win rate's at like 25%, which I considered pretty good. But like when I saw him, I was just like, you're fucking insane. Like 19 kills solo in a squad game. Like what the fuck? Like we were all dead literally within like 2 minutes of us landing. You know, like we just had a bad spawn where they like all picked up weapons before we did, and he just pulls off the fucking silliest goddamn plays that don't make any goddamn sense to me. Like he literally impulse grenaded himself from his own structure onto an enemy's structure. No, he impulsed himself forward and then jetpacked onto because there's a fucking jetpack in the game.
Now.
And he jetpacked onto the top of the structure and then killed the guy. And then also when he saw people coming up, he jetpacked down, destroyed the structure, and they fell to their deaths afterward. And I was just like,
yeah,
how do you think that fast? So yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah, it's just you just got to keep playing it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's been pretty fun. I've been enjoying Fortnite still, surprisingly. I almost hopped on PUBG this week because they're doing like performance updates.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm still just gonna wait out the small map.
Is that what's in quotation right now?
Sandhawk. It's not out yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's like that island is like the size of the Fortnite island, so it's just like constant action. There's less camping and shit like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I got two more.
Go for it.
All right. One of them is Zelda. I've been playing Breath of the Wild. It's the only game I own on the Switch.
Good fucking game.
It's a fantastic
Oh my
game.
god, it's a great game. I'm bummed that there's no musical component in this one.
Do you mean like
Definitely not as much.
You don't have an
Like an
instrument
ocarina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
or
I
a
see what you mean.
conducting
Yeah.
baton or a
You know, that's a good point. I never really thought about that, but that Zelda is a very musical game.
Oh yeah, they always have had instruments pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah, even in Majora's Mask, you have the horn thing.
Every
Depending on the
instrument.
mask you were wearing, you had different
that's
instruments.
right.
That was super cool. Yeah, so I was kind of bummed about that, but everything else has been really cool. It's such a different game from all the other Zelda games. It's like open world, and you have so many different choices of how to like take on different combats and combat scenarios and stuff like that. It's super fun. I've been a little bit disappointed with the length of any of the quote unquote dungeons.
Oh, the shrines?
Well, the shrines are like an room of a dungeon, like one single room.
Do you mean like the Divine
yeah.
Beasts?
But like, yeah, the Divine Beasts were like, the first one I did was the Zora one. I beat it in like 10 minutes. I was like, that's it? Like I was waiting for like, that grueling, I want something like the water temple that's just going to make me tear my hair out,
Yeah, I think that honestly for that game, those dungeons are the weakest aspect of the game.
Yeah.
Or the Divine Beast specifically, because you kind of want something a little more epic.
Yeah.
And then even the
fight.
The fight at the end is like nothing super memorable in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like some of the shrines are actually
think
pretty fun though. Like some of the shrines, like some of the little puzzles are pretty fun to solve.
Uh-huh.
And I
yeah,
feel
like the ball and like figuring out like turning the
Yeah.
platforms to get it to go.
It's like
to
a
the
portal
other side.
puzzle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are cool.
And
Yeah.
like some of them had multiple solutions. It was always really interesting. Like there's one where like you had to guide a ball through a maze, and like I literally turned my controller over until it was like the maze was on its flat side.
Oh, nice.
And I just like literally used the flat side just to guide the ball in, so, and it avoided the maze completely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I did
we
that
talked
too.
about that one.
Yeah,
a
it's
long
kind
time
of
ago.
funny because like I came to that conclusion by myself, but I found out like a lot of people did the exact same thing. They literally were like, "Fuck this shit," and they just turned the controller over.
I just did it the normal way.
I think I just flicked it over to the other side.
Yeah, just
Nice.
Just like
That's good. Yeah, one of the really hard ones is like you had to use your stasis to freeze the ball and then hit it enough times so that it would fly over onto like a floating target.
oh yeah.
Oh my god, just trying to align the shot was so hard. It took me so many times. But yeah, I don't know. I've made quite some progress. I think I've done like 63 shrines.
You done any of the trials, or is that DLC?
Uh,
Like the trial of
the sword trials. That's DLC.
oh. Yeah,
like
no,
the
I don't have
trial
any of
of
the DLC.
Are those sword trials? Like the
I
one
don't-
the one I'm remembering is the one where you have to put all of the balls in their corresponding pillars or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't
You know
sound
what I'm talking
familiar.
about?
Maybe
It sounds
that's
like a
DLC.
shrine.
I don't know if
It's
it's
not a
called.
shrine.
I don't know if it's called a trial. I remember that like on a
Or it's
on
a
a-
quest. The quest
there's a
is, like,
specific
trial.
part of an island where like there are 3 ball openings, and you had to find the balls and then put them in the openings. I know it wasn't a shrine, but I think it actually opened up a shrine.
Yeah, like yeah,
Maybe. Or there was a place where it's like a lot of electricity in the forest somewhere. It's like
I don't remember. To be fair though, I haven't completed
Are you
the
talking
Yeah,
about
you
entire
guys
just-
have played it last year.
Are you talking about just like making it to the Deku tree?
No. There's a place in the forest that you run to that's electrically charged, and so you can't use any metal weapons. But there's a place in there where that's what I was talking about.
Oh,
You have to find these
you're
little
talking-
balls that you have to throw or get on top of these pillars to unlock something.
Oh, maybe that unlocks a shrine,
I never did that,
but
I mean
I haven't done that either.
I haven't like 100% of that game either. So
I've 100%. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's pretty dope.
It's definitely in the game.
I know there was a shrine with electric elements, but I don't remember a forest of electricity.
Maybe
Anyways,
it's just raining.
it's been super. Yeah, it's the place that's constantly pouring, and they want you to figure out like why it's always raining there.
Yeah, well, that's the Zora temple, right?
No, it's like
No, it's-
down south. I think. It's,
Yeah, there's like a southwest part where it's just storming.
there's
the whole
one of
time.
those flying dragons that's all
Oh,
electric
I think I
charged.
fucking skipped that. I never did any of the dragon shit, like the random dragon shit.
Oh, I did the dragon shit.
Dragon shit's fun.
I think I only did the mandatory dragon one. There's like one that you had to do.
Gotcha. I don't.
It was
well,
in like
I
it was,
haven't
it was
reached
in
that
like the
yet.
snowy peaks.
Oh yeah. That was a shrine as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
I see. But yeah,
Sorry
it's
for
pretty
interrupting.
fun. Made a pretty good amount of progress. I'm now at a part that is seemingly expensive to get through. But I'll make it.
Are you enjoying all the mechanics they introduced to the game?
Like the combat and
Like
stuff.
weapon durability and like stamina.
When I first started playing it, I was pretty frustrated with it. I was like, this is like kind of fucking annoying. Especially running out of slots, and I've upgraded my like weapon slot like a shit ton. It's still kind of frustrating sometimes, trying to like carry like as many guardian weapons as I can, as well as like normal weapons. But every time I find like a special one, I'm like, maybe I need to show this to somebody so they'll give me 300 rupees. You know what I mean? Oh, I found a fire rod. I should probably hold on to this piece of shit. Never gonna use it.
Fire rod is garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, at first it was annoying, but I got used to it. The cooking I thought was really fun at first, and then I got kind of tired of doing it, and I don't really do it very much anymore. And I basically really only liked the defense up, cooking effect, and like the extra hearts.
Yeah, same.
And
Or extra stamina.
And all the other ones was like I only did it like as I needed it. Like as.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like
I
cold
just
resistance.
remember this one
Yeah.
time, my girlfriend decided, the 2 mountains that sort of have the divide in the middle of them.
Yes.
there's two mountains. There's like a pass in the middle, and it's
like
the
a single
river, and it
mountain
leads
with like a
to.
cut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So those mountains. So she didn't know this, but you can just walk on the side of one mountain to get to the shrine on top of it,
Yes.
and then you can jump to the other shrine. She decided, in her brilliance, that I'm able to climb things. I'm going to climb to the top of that mountain via the sheer face of a wall.
Oh my god!
And so what she did was she went fishing for like an hour and a half, got as
and
many
made a bunch
stamina
of
fish, got as many stamina fish as she could, and climbed the mountain via that side of the mountain.
Was she at least jumping?
No, because jumping made it so that you lost stamina faster.
Yeah, it's
so
like inefficient
she
stamina.
just
right?
kept going, and then every time she got really low, she'd eat another fish.
Oh man.
She'd get low, eat another fish. She reached the top of the mountain, and then I started playing, and I get to the same spot she's at, and then I walk around to the other side of the mountain and get up in like 2 minutes, and she's like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
Well, it makes for a good story.
Oh no,
Yeah,
she
totally.
really enjoyed doing that because like she thought, "Oh, I figured this out. I'm going to do it," and she did it her own way.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the coolest part. That's like one of the coolest things about the game, is you can approach things with like however you want to.
Yeah, really.
Almost.
Yeah. So that was just a fun.
That's
story.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I got one more.
Yeah. Gearing up to fight Ganon in that.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
All right, the last game I played, super addicting, especially if you like escape rooms. It's called The Witness.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
It's
a good
made by
game.
Jonathan Blow.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it when it first came out, a long time ago, and I played it for a little bit, and then I kind of got stuck and stopped playing. And then recently, I went over to a friend's house, and he was playing, and it like reignited that spark for me. Man, that game is so addicting and so infuriating and so fun. Every time you finish a puzzle, you're like, yes! Like, it's so gratifying. And then the next one is just like so daunting just to look at. It makes you want to throw up.
It's just like, where the fuck do I even start with this fucking thing, man?
Yeah. But anyways, I ended up finding, friend ended up pointing out to me there's like a much deeper mechanic that I didn't know existed in the
Ooh.
game. And I'm just like, oh my God, that just opened up a world of pain and joy all in one.
A good combo.
Yeah. But even if you're not solving anything, like the world's so relaxing to be in, and it looks beautiful. Game looks great. It's fun just taking screenshots. But man, that game is fun.
It's a good game.
Yeah, highly recommended to anybody who likes puzzle games or like Myst. If you've ever played Myst,
Oh yeah.
or
I totally relate
if you
with
like
the
escape rooms,
Yeah, I
just
totally
just
relate
get
with
game.
the feeling where it's like so gratifying to finish a puzzle because like you start it thinking I'm never gonna finish this shit.
You're like, this is impossible.
Literally
and then 5 minutes
impossible.
later, you do it. You're like, yes.
Oh well, you say 5 minutes later. I'm like 3 hours later.
Sometimes, I mean, there are plenty of puzzles that I've just been like, I can't do this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go find another one.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet either. But like the puzzles that I was able to solve, I was just like it's just you just get like this epiphany, you know?
Yeah.
And then you're like, holy fucking shit, it worked. And then they present you the next puzzle, and you're just like, okay, now
Yeah.
there.
Well, I have a friend who his name's Ben. He beat it in like a week, and he was like, "Oh yeah, The Witness, I beat that." I'm like, "Oh, you beat that?" He's like, "Yeah, I beat it in like a week." I was like, "What?" And he was like so dismissive about it. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, all you do is solve the puzzles." Like, what?
Is that all?
Like, what kind of savant
Jeez.
friend do I have over here?
Genius over here.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, well, I didn't work all week, so I put like 40 hours in." He's like, "You just gotta put your 40 hours in. You'll get it."
For a puzzle game.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Fantastic game though. It's even on the phones. Like, it's on the Apple Play Store. It's $10 for iPad or iPhone. It's like $40 still on console, but it's on PS4. It's on PC.
It's on PC for pretty cheap. I've seen.
Yeah,
I've seen it go down to like
on
$10.
sale,
Yeah.
But right now I think it's like 40. But on the phones it's $10 or iPad. It's
pretty
It'd
good.
be a great iPad game
Yeah.
because the puzzles are
Mostly
Or
touch
touch
and
responsive.
observation.
you draw
based,
lines.
yeah.
You draw lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but man, just such a fun game.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's it for games. Sorry, that was a long one, but
No, it's good. It's
played
good.
a lot of
Yeah.
games. Been
Yeah.
playing a lot
Yeah,
of games.
I mean that's what we're all about here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know that Tony played a lot of games. Peter, did you play a lot of games?
I played a lot of games too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Which of you two want to go first?
Tony, you feeling up for it, or do you want me to go?
I
Yeah,
can
go
go.
for it, John.
So speaking of League of Legends, I also played it a little bit.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did.
I didn't actually play any casual or ranked. I just did ARAM.
Okay.
I actually played one game of ARAM.
It's
and
actually
that's
not
it.
called
Alright.
casual. That's how I could tell you played Siege this week. It's
God
called.
damn it.
It's called normals.
It's called normal. Sorry.
All right. Well, you played ARAM. Who did you end up getting?
Corky.
Corgi. Okay.
I actually wrecked and we
Ooh.
lost. I went like I was 19 and like 4 or something.
Did you have a tank?
No, I don't think so.
That might be part of the problem.
Yeah. I don't think the other team had a tank either.
They just killed you.
They just
better.
popped you guys faster.
They
than
had a
you popped
Master
them.
Yi who just wrecked
Oh,
everybody on the
Master
team.
Yi.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah, I installed it on a whim. I was just like, I haven't played this in a long time. I want to see what's up, and just played an ARAM because I didn't want to spend 40, 50, 60 minutes playing. I just wanted a taste of it.
A taste. Even though I've played 40, 50-minute ARAMs before,
Just a
I've
taste
done
of
Yeah,
that.
I've
those.
done that too. I've played well over an hour ARAMs.
Oh
Taste
yeah.
of those salty tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Streaming
His
down
own
your
tears.
face. Yeah.
No, this one was good though.
So
even
that
though
was
we
the
lost.
one game you played of League of Legends.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
And then you uninstalled, right?
No, it's still installed.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I may venture into playing it. For
I mean, I haven't uninstalled that game yet. I've had it installed for quite a long time, but I haven't played it in quite a long
They
time.
did
so.
just release a new character.
You know, it is fun killing people in that game, but
Yeah.
I gotta say, I get more gratification from taking a dump.
I mean,
I think most
to be
people do,
fair,
actually.
that's
I mean,
a good
I
There's
don't
feeling.
know.
about just as much pain surrounding that gratification in both situations.
No, I would say League is far more painful sometimes.
Yeah.
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 At least my poop doesn't tell me to kill myself.
Yours doesn't?
Literal shit telling you to kill yourself.
Lucky guy.
Really though, playing this game kind of made me want to play Heroes of the Storm more. Actually.
Okay. There you go.
So we'll see. Speaking of Blizzard games, I played WoW a little bit.
No,
Level
you? No
I'm trying
way.
to just get my Death Knight to 110 before the expansion. I have till August, so it shouldn't take very long.
Are you
Dude,
still-
August
are
is
you-
right around the corner. 2
You're still
months.
grinding out that artifact weapon?
No,
Okay. Because, like, I was going to say, like, what's the point?
there
if they're
isn't
just
one.
going to take it away, like,
Yeah, I was talking to my brother about it. He's like, "Yeah, don't
Yeah,
just get
like-
to 110."
There, don't.
Yeah, they're actually going to give you an item and to replace it. That's not an artifact, like as an upgrade item, because they're bringing back old systems.
Yeah.
Like you have to actually get your gear and not have the same one for 10 levels.
Yeah, this close to the next expansion, I feel like it's probably priority to just get your level.
is
characters
this
to the max
separate
level.
from the vanilla WoW reboot that they announced?
Yeah, this is Battle for Azeroth is the name of the expansion.
Yeah, vanilla WoW is not a thing yet.
No,
No, I mean,
But-
it's not out yet.
but this is basically just they're bringing back systems that people really liked about WoW and putting it into an expansion.
Gotcha.
Anyway, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I beat it in funky mode.
Heyo.
Nice. Time to play it in Donkey Kong mode.
Yeah, actually. I
That
don't
game
know.
is hard.
For as long as it took me to beat the last world in funky mode, holy hell, I don't know if I could do it as at Donkey Kong.
You can do it, Tony.
Yeah.
I believe.
Matt does not believe. He just wants you to suffer.
That game
Yeah,
is very
A
difficult.
little bit.
I see it in his
I
eyes.
was playing it at my buddy's house, and we were doing the co-op. It's hard.
It's
There's a lot
fucking
of
hard.
times where you like have to jump together, or else one of you's guaranteed to die. It's very different than like the old games, but
Yeah, I haven't tried.
I thought the old games are actually pretty hard too. No.
The old
I-
games are pretty difficult.
Yeah, but not like this. I feel like it's different because like the camera kind of screws you over sometimes in this one. It's like if you get too far separated, one of you will die. Just
well,
or like
it doesn't kill you. It like
or a
teleports you
platform will
back.
disappear or something. There's a lot more of that in this new one than there were in the old ones. Because like the first Donkey Kong Country, I can blast through that in like a day, and not some of them are you got to do them a few times, but it's not that hard. 2 and 3 got harder, but yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
I love those games.
they are
They're
very,
good.
very fun.
They're
And
very
this game is again. I love the level design so much. It's so cool.
So overall, a good experience?
Yeah, it's just hard. Yeah.
And wasn't there like pan flute in it too, like a little bit in the sound?
They actually
in the
changed
caves.
that music for this game. It's not quite that melody.
Well, yeah, it's a new game.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how that goes as Donkey Kong. Maybe I'll record it or something.
You got to do it, Tony. You
Or
can do
stream it. I'll stream my struggles.
You can totally do it, Tony.
Try getting a converter for the Donkey Konga bongos and try and play it with
Hell
that.
yeah.
I don't even have mine anymore.
I have
don't
mine.
have mine anymore either.
I have mine still.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I might bring it over one day.
I'm sad that game doesn't exist anymore.
Donkey
You could put Jungle Beat.
Konga, ba-ba-ba-da-da, Donkey Konga.
I think it actually totally works for. I think you could actually plug it into a Switch and use it for Switch games.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
might be worth trying.
Yeah.
Except the wait, how? Oh, you mean with the
With the adapter.
adapter?
adapter.
Yeah, it's
Breath
like,
of the
it has
Wild.
Donkey
people
Konga
have
style.
beaten Dark Souls with Congo bongos.
Dude,
so-
I saw someone beat. I think I saw someone
the
beat
Guitar
Dark Souls
Hero?
with a banana. Like they actually like.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they
What?
made it so each
Wait, what?
input was a different banana.
Yeah. They
So,
literally
like-
programmed banana, or they didn't program bananas, but they used bananas as inputs,
Yeah.
and they.
So they had to like squeeze the banana,
What?
and like the bananas had a capacitive thing on it that would tell the console, this is an A button, this is an up, this is down, like stuff like that.
What?
So literally, this guy would just be manhandling these bananas and beat Dark Souls.
That makes me feel so much worse about my poor performance in the Dark Souls games.
Oh, I mean,
Some people are just great. At
Again, I
video
never
games.
made it out of the jail in the first game, so you know.
Me neither. Me neither.
I've only played the third one.
Oh my god, that's hard.
Like the apparently. Wait, were you the guys that told me that you didn't actually need to fight the first boss in Dark Souls?
Do you
No,
ever
you-
really need to fight them?
I think you do
you
to get out.
do need
It's
to
locked.
fight him,
Or
but
like
only
defeat him?
You don't have to fight him the first time you see him.
Oh no, yeah. So the first time I saw him, I tried to defeat him, and he killed me every time, and I was like, "Fuck this game."
Oh yeah,
Oh,
well,
in the
because you
jail?
get like this
You're not
stupid
supposed to
like.
fight him.
Okay,
I think
So-
me and Tony ran into the same exact problem.
yeah, you're literally supposed to go into that thing, see this giant monster, and go like, "Oh fuck no!"
Oh, like in the third one.
Run past him, and then go get an actual weapon, and then fight him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I never got a
Oh.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you don't have a weapon. You can just use your fists. I remember seeing a guy. They did the same thing in not Dark Souls, but the Bloodborne.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
beginning of that. I remember watching a video of a guy fighting the first boss. I didn't realize that you're supposed to lose and be like, oh, okay, screw this, and like teleport back to that weird world, grab a weapon, then come back. But he was fighting it, and I didn't know that wasn't supposed to be the case. It took this guy like 15 minutes to beat this thing. I'm like, oh my god, this is like the first minute of the game. Fuck this.
Yeah,
You're
you're,
just doing it wrong.
yeah,
you're supposed to skip him the first time.
Well, now
get
me
away.
and Tony know.
Yeah, and I
Or
still
you could
probably
try to
won't
fight
play it
him
again.
with fists and beat him that way.
Well,
It
to
would
be
just
fair,
take
the
a long
Dark Souls
time.
Remastered is out for everything but the Switch, so maybe we'll try to get
Yeah.
another
I don't know.
shag at it.
I got the Game of the Year edition through Humble Bundle, so that's the one that runs like ass.
Oh god,
on
Humbo
PC.
Bundo.
Humbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Anyway,
What else you got? Tony?
Overwatch. I played more competitive. I actually got.
More Zen.
I went up from my slump there, and I'm a little bit past where I placed
Good.
Silver?
bronze.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
I'm almost silver.
Nice.
I have like 50 points to go. 50
I've
SR.
never played competitive Overwatch. I've only played normal games.
Casual.
Competitive. It's actually been fine.
Hmm.
Like you really have to talk to your teammates though. People that don't have mics just need to not be playing in competitive, even no matter what rank you are.
Yeah.
You can't type. It doesn't work.
Do you guys have microphones?
I hear that a lot.
I've muted people.
mics? Yeah. No, but you just have to. Okay, so when the game starts, you get a read on your team. Then you'll know if you should mute them or not.
Well, I've definitely been in games where
I think you need to be open to voice communication, but there are times where it is a lost cause.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, the Zenyatta is trash can.
and that's when you mute them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you ignore them.
And they're like, can you switch off? Like, so I had this one game where I was soldier, right? And I had 3 golds.
Soldier 84 from Paladins.
Yeah.
Soldier 67.
Oh yeah, it was 67, right? It was something like, all right, continue.
I don't know what it is. But I had the most damage, the most eliminations,
Nice.
the most like it was a payload map, so I think I had the most
Objective kills.
time.
I've got you in my
something.
sights.
and the guy thought my performance was so bad that he's like, "I main soldier. Can you switch?" I'm like, "No." So we lost the first round, and the second round he just auto-locked soldier. I still had the most damage at the end of the game as a healer.
Yikes.
So, that's that kind of stuff I don't like.
But dude, he's a main. He
Sure.
needs a soldier.
Even
Gotta
if he
let
did,
him get the
didn't
You
soldier.
should have gone Hanzo at that point.
He never cut up to
Dude,
damage I
well,
had.
actually,
Okay.
Hanzo's pretty good now.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was good. Anyways, so, speaking of more competitive type games, I played Rainbow Six Siege a lot this week. That actually
Don't look at me like that. I didn't.
I may
mean,
have actually put the most hours into that this week from any other game.
But who did you play?
How much more money did you spend on it?
0.
Nice. That's
Who'd
the
you
way
play?
to
I
do
have
it.
16 operators, so I have plenty.
Sweet.
Who'd you play?
So I played with Peter, actually. He'll mention it. He did a in-house 5-on-5 with, friends, a custom game.
Oh, nice.
Who did you play?
The rookie character.
I kind of
The
use
recruit?
I use it to
recruit.
rotate around because I've played people I've never tried before.
He killed me as a Jaeger, so I remember him playing Jaeger.
Whoa.
That's the first answer I've gotten.
I
as
did
to
kill
who
you as Jaeger,
played.
that's right.
It was mostly because I accidentally proned instead of crouching.
Yes.
And when I was a shield operator, so when I proned, it put the shield on my back,
I
and
just
he shot me in the
straight up.
face. So I was just like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but good shot, Tony."
But Tony, who else did you play?
There are so many to name. I played Rook. I played Doc. I played Montaigne.
Okay, who's your
Castle.
favorite character to play?
My favorite, I think, is still Capcan.
He's fun.
Did you say there's a character named Casshole?
Castle. Castle. Casshole. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Got it.
Yeah, I think Capcan is my favorite, and then Blitzer Fuse on offense.
The princess is not in this casshole.
But again, since I only have those
Just moving
16,
along.
it's not a whole lot to cycle through.
I still think it's a good amount.
It is, but there's enough to be dangerous where if you pick a new one, then you'll be effed because you have no idea what the hell to do with it. And then there's
Just play
on
Montaigne.
the other end where you just pick the one guy.
Just only play Montaigne. When
I
you're
actually
on
did pretty well as Montaigne later that night.
When you're on defense, somehow pick Montaigne anyways.
That would be interesting.
That would be kind of broken because then you could just stand in a wall or the doorway of the room and have the other walls reinforced. And then what are they going to do?
Yeah,
Sure. But anyway, as Montaigne, I did get
twist run.
I got my coworkers some kills.
Nice.
Yeah, Montaigne's really good for why am I getting to the specifics of Siege? I'm glad you had fun though.
Yeah, I was like, there's a guy right in front of me, literally. I'm just standing there with the shield, and he's trying to shoot at me. I'm like, you're not doing anything. Just stop.
You just get the little +10s anytime a bullet hits your shield. You're like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
give me
just standing
points.
there. It's like he's just right there, and then the second I drop my shield, just headshot.
I think most of my most played characters are actually base operators.
Yeah,
I know,
they're good.
I know a lot of them are
You got
like a
that
lot of
rook
people are
going.
like, oh yeah, this game is pay to win, and a lot of these new operators are really good. But I have a lot of fun with. I have a good time with a lot of the old operators too.
Yeah, right now my main goal is to level up to 20, and to get as much renown as possible to buy new people. So
You guys should do the Amish challenge in that game.
Just play only recruit.
yeah, only recruit.
And
Don't
if,
attach
if you die,
anything.
you have to buy the game over again.
Oh god, I
At
don't know
least
how
the-
that relates to Amish
But then
practices.
you can't buy it again because you're
No,
doing the Amish.
No, what
You
you
have to
have
create a
what you
new
have to
account.
do is till a field and sell vegetables until you have enough currency to barter with the local person who will purchase that game for you and then gift it to you in a bartered exchange.
But then you won't be able to play it because you would need a
Oh,
computer
no.
to run
You
it.
just have to have a copy for each time you died.
Yeah. So you
Oh.
just basically just have a bunch of copies of the game.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds awful.
And once you win, then you give copies away.
All right. Maybe
For
I'll
those
try
who don't
that.
get the reference, the Amish challenge is a thing you can do in the World of Warcraft where you're not allowed to equip any quest-given items or anything any items bought from a vendor
Or
because
found.
those were created by the devil. So you can only equip items that you or your friends make. And once you
Blacksmithing.
die, that character is no longer.
So
And
have
you
to
must
delete it?
create a new one. It's like hardcore mode.
Oh,
Amish
man.
hardcore mode.
Hey, if it sounds easy, give it a try. Just try and get to level 20. See how far you get. Keep in mind, you'll get like 2 quests in, and you're now going to be very underpowered.
Yeah.
You're going to need to go buy some professions.
Or you can get ganked immediately. Like, well, new character.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully you're playing in a PvE zone.
Yeah. Actually,
I
yeah, the
hope so.
starting levels are only people. You can't,
Uh-huh.
can't go in there. All right. So the next one on the list is Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, because that came out.
I played that too a
yeah,
little bit, actually.
Matt played it. We actually played it earlier today.
Whoops.
I kind of dabbled around because there are 12 games. But my favorite so far that I've been playing the most is Street Fighter Alpha 2 and Third Strike.
Third Strike, so
Those
good.
are like the only ones worth playing, I feel like.
No, I
Depends.
mean, Super Street Fighter 2, if you really want to die fast.
Yeah.
Like, the arcade AI is freaking impossible in that game. Ugh.
And Akuma in Street Fighter 2 is like literally broken.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
Super strong.
Bless you.
But yeah, I really like what they do with this game. I think it runs very smoothly on the Switch.
As it should.
Yeah. But I mean, it came out for other platforms too.
And it also runs smoothly on those, I would hope.
Yeah. But I just like what they did with it. It's a good collection.
Yeah.
I mean, each game comes out to like what, $3, $2.
12 games, yeah, about three and a half bucks
That's
each.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And you can tweak the settings, make it like arcade.
And you can play
cabinet.
4 of them online, which is fun.
Yeah. I haven't tried that yet. Apparently the netcode is garbage.
Did the
That's
Nintendo
unfortunate.
Labo come with a arcade cabinet that you could build to
They
put the Switch in?
totally
No,
should
but I'm
have.
sure you could custom that one.
I'm pretty sure they have those on Amazon. You can like buy a little kit that you just slide some acrylic pieces together and you have a little arcade cabinet.
I actually bought
Huh.
a Switch stand recently, so it's mostly going to be for like the plane flight. But I thought it'd be useful. It's like $15.
Yeah, those are good. I have one too. All right. The last is Bayonetta 2.
You actually
I
went back
forgot you
to
were
it.
playing that game.
Yep. I made it
I thought
to
you beat
chapter
it.
9. No,
He played Bayonetta 1 and beat it.
Bayonetta 2, I started right afterwards and got bored of it or something. Like I got burnt out of Bayonetta.
Yep.
But today I played like 6 chapters.
6 chapters?
Well, it's not easy, so
Wow.
You're just blazing through it?
2 or 3 of those chapters were literally just a boss.
Oh, okay.
So
Who makes those games again?
Platinum
games.
Games.
Platinum, that's right.
They make insanely hard games.
They also made Nier Automata,
Yes, they
right?
did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Yep. They made that. They made Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, I forgot about that game.
Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, they make good products.
They're
Henshin
working.
Go-Go,
They're
baby.
working on another game actually. I forget which.
They made the Star Fox on the Wii U.
Oh wait, they're making the next Star Fox game.
Star
Are they
Fox
really?
Zero,
Ah.
whatever.
'Cause the Star Fox-
Allegedly, according to a
Because
bunch
the
of
Star
these
Fox
E3
on the Wii
leaks.
U was
I played the one on the
really
GameCube.
bad.
It was kind of whack.
Star Fox
It
Adventure.
hasn't. I would
that one.
say that
yeah.
Star Fox hasn't been good since 64. So
Man, that game was so
We
good.
shall see.
There was a 3DS release that was pretty good.
Do
Actually.
a
But
barrel
wasn't that
roll.
just like a remake of 64?
That's Tom
No, there
Green.
was a different one that came out, and it was pretty good.
Slippy,
actually.
no! Was Slippy a chick?
Slippy was a frog that was a man.
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure
I'm
it
pretty sure it
was
was
a-
a boy.
I thought it was a woman.
It,
Pretty sure
it
it
was
was
a
a boy.
boy.
Huh? I could never tell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a frog, so who cares?
Yeah.
Also, in the original, I don't know how you would tell because it was just.
didn't have the long eyelashes that anime female animals typically have.
Or like
It's true.
lipstick, or like a bow, or
Don't look
something.
at me like that, Jake.
Lips.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
stick.
all the other characters were male. I just thought maybe Slippy.
No females allowed in the military.
I don't know. I
thing.
felt like a lot of the Star Fox
Not
female
them, yeah.
characters were like sexualized in a way that was a little weird.
Well, pretty much every female character from like the beginning of gaming. Like there was Pac-Man. How do you make Miss Pac-Man? Put a bow on it and some lipstick.
I don't
And
know.
they pretty much did that for like most characters until
Star Fox,
recently.
yeah, Star
you
Fox.
know?
Yeah.
Star Fox is when they started going to this weird like furry zone.
Yeah.
Like,
Dixie
There
Kong.
was a
Yeah,
female
Dixie Kong.
fox, I want to say.
yeah. In Star Fox Adventures.
Well, no.
The blue one,
Like,
right?
No, but like in the actual I think in the Wii U game there was a female fox.
Oh,
and
I didn't play the Wii U
a female
one 'cause it
rabbit
looked like
and like
garbage.
a female bird. There was a female of every character, pretty much. I want to say.
Yeah, equal representation and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they win in pink ships because of course they did.
Good lord.
Girls can like blue, and red.
Guys can like pink.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like
wearing
purple.
pink shirts.
Purple's a good
Yeah,
color.
purple too.
So
I have a lot
really-
of purple and pink shirts.
I had a
mean,
purple
lot.
backpack in middle school. Do you guys remember that purple backpack?
Sort of.
It was like a purple JanSport, and I got fucking mocked.
Oh, was it like the
I could see
bright
you
purple
wearing
one?
that.
It wasn't bright. It was like a
Just like a
more of a
darker,
deep purple.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I remember.
I
that
got
one.
mocked relentlessly for that backpack.
Yeah,
I had
kids are mean.
I had an olive green JanSport. That shit was so dope.
Yeah, I bet
I had
it
like
was.
a gray blue one.
I just
still have
remember.
it.
I just remember going home and then crying to my mom that I wanted a new backpack. She was like, "No, your backpack is fine." I was like,
Dude,
JanSport's the best. They last for freaking ever.
what?
No.
JanSports were like the worst in terms of
They were-
quality.
they were
you need
awful.
a new one every year.
"Yeah, I mean, yeah."
That's why my parents
still
never
have the
wanted
one
to
I
buy
have
me
from
one. They
ninth
wanted to
grade.
buy me like a better backpack.
Well,
You
actually,
you got to get them.
my purple
Swiss gear.
JanSport actually lasted 3 years.
Huh.
Yeah. It mysteriously got destroyed before high school started, though. I wonder how.
Mine
I
is
have
10
no idea.
years old. It doesn't have any holes. Or anyway, those are the games I play.
Nice.
Good for you and your Jan.
We made it all the way
backpack.
around.
Peter.
All
What
right.
you got?
Final.
I played some games. I played some games.
Wait.
I played some games that weren't Siege.
Oh,
So,
shit.
yeah.
God.
Yeah, but first off, I played Rainbow Six Siege.
What the hell, Peter?
But I mean, it's good though because like I'm in a Discord with a bunch of friends that I've met through Twitch, and like enough of us have gotten the game where we could have 10-man in houses, and we've just been doing in houses like a lot this week, where we would like appoint random team captains and we would draft and we would play against each other in best of threes, and it's like always a good time. Like it's really fun, and we were
They're really good.
we were actually short like one man, so we invited Tony to play, and he played, and he carried his weight. It was good. Yeah, it was,
No, I did not.
but like we had
did some
players
things.
we had players of ranging experience with the game. Like we literally had one girl who had just bought the game and just installed it and was playing her first games ever in that game, and like she got kills. So like
All right.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But other than Siege, I did play a little bit of Fortnite. I am trying to complete my weekly challenges, but when I saw that one of the weekly challenges was get a trap kill, and when they nerfed the damage on the trap from 150 to 75, I was like, fuck that shit. So I played a couple games.
Here's what you got to do. You got to play in. Yeah, you could do it in solo.
No,
It's gonna be hard.
You play in squad, you knock them, you build around them, and you build a trap on
Yeah.
them. But like, it just never like
You got to shoot them first.
yeah. It just like never aligned in such a way where like I was able to do that.
It's tough.
Because it's easiest when like there's no one else to contest the body, and you also found a trap. You happen to find a fucking trap to do it, So it's like, I don't know. I'm just not like I used to be like there was a trap kill challenge last season too, and like I was able to get that because I just played that fucking game so much that eventually it happened. But like this time I just don't have that much of an urge to play the game in general. So when I see that shit, I'm just like discouraged to play, because especially now that they have like battle pass challenge rewards where if you complete challenges like weekly challenges like completely, it's just like, oh man, like I'm such a completionist, and like having this like one like get a trap kill thing is like fucking, it's like an eyesore, So I mean, Fortnite's still fun, but like it really is wearing it. Like I'm getting the same feeling that I did with PUBG after so many fucking hours in that game. But yeah, I played a little bit of Fortnite. I also played some Switch games. I got a handful actually. But before that, sorry, before I forget this, I played Heroes of the Storm this week.
Ooh.
I saw that there was a Twitch Prime loot reward thing where like if you
Yeah, you get a
claimed it,
mount or something. Right?
yeah. Well, I think the current reward wasn't the mount yet. It was like you get 5 of the currently themed loot crates that are in the games, because
Okay.
right now they're having
yeah,
like a
I opened those.
they're having like a luchador
Oh.
event where
Did
it's
they
like
release a new person that they wanted to do that with, or is it just for the time of year?
it's just the time of year, I
Okay.
guess. It's like they have a lucha. What's that girl's name? The
Sombra?
Nacho Libre.
No, it's
That's
it's the Warcraft character. She like throws
Oh,
spears.
Sona? Sora?
Nacho, what happened to
Sonya?
your
Sonya?
pants?
No, she's like half elf, half like deer, and she throws spears.
Oh,
She has like poison.
Enchantress.
Yeah, basically Enchantress.
Tony.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know what you're.
I don't know
talking
her
about,
name
but-
is, but like it's her versus the barbarian chick,
Sonya?
So yeah, so you get to choose a team,
From Mortal Kombat.
not from Mortal Kombat, unfortunately, but you get to choose a faction basically between the two of them, and then depending on who you choose, it gives different rewards. But most of the rewards like to be like portrait icons and like sprays in games. So it's not like a big deal who you really choose. But if you played a certain amount of games, you get like another portrait icon. Like I mostly download the game again just to open the loot crates they give you, and I happen to get a legendary themed mount. So I got it's like a bear, but it's made out of the piñata material, kind of. So like that was kind of cool. But I didn't actually want to play a real game, so I just kind of went into the weekly brawl, and then it turned out that weekly brawl was basically their version of ARAM. So that was kind of fun. But at the same time, I was like, I wasn't playing with any friends, and like when I asked around, like for people who were interested in playing HOTS again, I was like, no, I don't want to play HOTS again. And I was just like, that really super like killed my any desire to really play that game.
Is ARAM all random?
All mid.
All random,
Yeah,
all
but
mid.
their version of ARAM is actually a little different. It's more of like it's like a draft where like they give you 3 different characters and you choose one of those 3 characters.
Okay.
So like it's not like you're just stuck with one character, and I think that actually is an improvement over like League of Legends ARAM mode.
Oh
I
yeah.
see.
So, and you actually could see what the other players on your team get as well, like all 3 characters they choose, so you could kind of draft around each other. I mean, this is fucking ARAM, and no one gives a shit. They just pick the character they think you can get the most kills with. But like, yeah, like the mode is pretty fun, but like at the same time, I was just like, none of my friends are playing this shit. Like literally none of my friends, like not a single person on my BattleNet, like none of them were in the game at all, and I was just like, I don't really want to play this anymore. So I mean, but it's still kind of cool to like see like, oh shit, they added Junkrat, they added Anna, they added Hanzo, like seeing all these characters, these new characters, and like how they like seem pretty fun to play. It's definitely a game that I would be interested in playing if other people were interested in playing it right now.
I mean,
but
I
that
am.
is,
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I feel like for games like Heroes of the Storm, maybe Heroes of the Storm is just casual enough where I could just queue with another friend, but like I prefer queuing with a stack of 5.
Yeah.
You know. So, but other than that, I've been playing Switch games, and the first one I got was Enter the Gungeon. So I've been looking for games that I could play on a plane ride that doesn't need like an internet connection, and something for local co-op, because like I'm going to be going to Canada with a friend of mine, and then I was like, what are some games we could play together on this shit? And Enter the Gungeon, I've always been kind of like a bullet hell fan, so like Enter the Gungeon seemed to fit the bill. It's basically, you know, super fucking tough as nails. You find random items and random guns that like change each run. You like progressively go through levels that get harder and harder with unique bosses. Like it's exactly what you'd expect it to be, and there's tons of secrets in the game as well that you slowly kind of start to figure out.
It's a roguelike with bullet hell elements and twin stick shooter.
Yes, that is a good that basically sums up the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's shit like there's like a room on the first floor every time that is a fireplace, and if you can find a way to extinguish the fire, it opens a secret dungeon that you can go into that takes you to a completely different secret level zone. And then if you take an item from that dungeon to a separate vendor altar thing on the second level, then you'll unlock another, like there's a lot of depth to the game. The shooting is really satisfying in the game. It's like all the guns are really fun too. Like they're like fun and wacky. Like there's a hammer gun where like when at the very last bullet of the gun shoots an hammer out that stuns enemies and does extra damage, which is pretty cool. There is a gun where it's literally the letter R and it shoots out the letters bullets. Like it spells out bullets, like BU, like, and it says bullets, like it spells it out like as you're shooting it, which is like kind of cute. And then reload, and like there's like tons of different weapons that are fun to use, and I've been having a lot of fun with it, but it is really hard. The farthest I've gotten is like to the third boss. I don't think I've been the third boss yet, and then each layer has like different bosses for each layer. So like there's only a certain number of bosses for the first layer, second layer, etc. So like it's kind of interesting seeing like the different bosses that show up with each run.
Is there progression between runs, or is it
so
over?
when you defeat bosses, you get a specific boss currency. And there's a vendor that you eventually unlock if you do certain things, and you could actually unlock items that will start showing up in the dungeon. So that's their form of progression in the game, where like there's more options that pop up as you play. but like there's nothing that necessarily makes the game easier. Like you don't gain
Right.
like straight up
No stats or
stat
anything.
increases or
I
anything
see.
like that.
Cool.
So it really is kind of like a measure of your skill in that game. And I don't know if I'll ever actually beat that game, but it's been really fun. So I enjoy that a lot. I guess the only thing I wish they had was like more characters, because currently there's 4. Each character has like a different loadout that does different things. But I think that you can, from what I saw, you can unlock like 2 more. But I was really hoping that it would be like Heavy or Risk of Rain, where they had like a shit ton of characters and they all played differently. Like I thought that would be pretty cool, but whatever. It's a good game. Another game I got was called Death Road to Canada, because I thought it would be fun to get a game called Death Road to Canada to play on my trip to Canada.
I mean, yeah.
So it's not exactly what I was expecting. Like I was expecting like another roguelike sort of game, and it kind of has a roguelike elements, but it's actually more of like an Oregon Trail. You kind of start with a preset, or you start with a randomized character if you're choosing. Like you could either randomize the elements or create your own character to go on this adventure, and you have like a companion to go along with you. They have different stats that they don't fully like show to you, and like the stats are revealed in terms of like happy faces. So like this guy's medical skill
would you rate your
is sad
pain?
face. This guy's athleticism is happy face, and like basically you are on a road to Canada because there's a zombie infestation and you're trying to go to Canada, which is basically a safe zone, more or less. I have never beat the game. I actually don't even know if you can beat the game because
I think that's a political statement.
I have no idea, but
Quite possible.
could be. But yeah, like there is no indicator of how close you are to Canada in that game that I am aware of.
Oh.
Oh, so you're like, am I there?
Yeah, seriously, I've never
we
been
there
it,
yet?
and it's like
We're there yet?
the game is peppered with events. So like it'll make you make this. It'll make you make decisions. So it'll be like, hey, you found a peaceful looking lodge. Do you want to go loot it, or do you want to just keep going on? And like these things could be affected by the stats of your characters. Like it's kind of like almost like an RPG in a way, where it's like, oh, because John's charisma character was so high, this event went really well, things like that. And
then Mary dies of dysentery.
no, like seriously, shit like that totally
Always.
happens. Like
Literally
it's like
shit.
there is a bandit hideout. No, there is a bandit stop ahead, and they are demanding half of all your resources. It's like 1, fight them. 2, send this person over. 3, send this other person over. 4, try to gun it. And I was like, oh, this one character has a really high charisma stat. But like it doesn't actually show all your stats unless they engage with it somehow. Sometimes it'll be like charisma, or like let's say like loyalty is like question mark or something. So I was like, okay, I'll send this guy over because he has really high charisma. Turns out his loyalty stat was fucking shit because he joined the bandits and then attacked the remaining survivor, and we had to like escape out of there. They took half our resources anyway, and I was down a guy, and my other guy was injured. So I was like, wow, that was a great fucking event. But
Lovely.
Was there a deer hunting mini game?
Not that I've seen, but
Man.
the thing that kind of bums me out about this game though, because I do really like these RPG events and stuff, is the actual combat. So sometimes like you'll stop, it's like, oh, there is a zombie infestation, or oh, you could stop at this pit stop and try to collect resources. Combat is literally a mixture of melee and having and guns, but then with guns you need to use bullets, and then with bullets it attracts more zombies because of the noise. And like the melee weapons are literally just you swinging. And to give you a better idea of this game, it's all pixel graphics. So it's like there's no 3D element at all. So you're like bouncing around with this dude that looks like he's from like the graphics of like a game from
Adventure.
Like side scrolling?
not even side scrolling. Like it is you could go like every direction. Like it's kind of on a flat plane. It's almost like isometric in a way, like 2D isometric,
Like the
if
old
that makes
Zelda
sense.
games?
Sort of. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, combat just does not feel good in that game at all. And if that game was
Like the old Zelda game.
yes. Well, no, it's
man.
even less satisfying
Well.
because when you swing with a melee weapon, it's just like and then like
rough.
that shit is like determined by your stamina too, like the amount of times you could swing, and then like your second companion partner is like completely controlled by AI. I think this game does have local co-op though, but yeah, the combat in that game is just not great.
That's
It's
kind
not.
of a bummer.
Yeah, but like I like everything else in that game. Like if I could just totally take out the combat in that game, that would be great. But like, there are events. If you survive a zombie infestation, which is basically you just surviving against a nonstop horde of zombies, then you can get like a Z point, which you could use to like unlock or upgrade existing character classes. So there is progression in that game. But I mean, that game's kind of fun. But I was hoping for there to be just better combat, just more. I don't know, whatever. But last game I played was
Sad Face.
Yeah, Sad Face. Sad Face.
Gunplay. Sad Face.
Yeah, it's not great. But the last game I played was Pokemon Quest, which is a freemium game they released for both Switch and mobile games, and it's not a good game. Just straight
Is it
up.
like Pokemon Go? That's what I've heard.
It's not even like Pokemon Go. It's even worse than Pokemon Go. So basically, it's a mobile game. It's automated. Like you have a starter, and then with your starter, it either will have up to 2 abilities at most. And you can either manually make them use their abilities when you want, or you could just literally press a button that says auto, and it'll do it for you whenever. And you don't actually control the movement of your Pokemon at all. It just finds the next Pokemon and beats the shit out of them. It's actually pretty funny in a way too. Like I had a gang of 3 Pokemon, and they literally are just like going around beating the shit out of everything in sight. And it's just like, this is a fucking madhouse.
Is it like the Pokemon games?
No, not at all.
Oh, I see.
It's literally just like them like using skills off a cooldown, and that's it. And then you don't even catch Pokemon. What you do is you collect berries from these expeditions that you go on, and with these berries you put them into a soup pot thing, and it cooks the soup, and then the soup will only finish after a certain number of expeditions are done. So like, let's say I put like 6, like I don't know, some recipe for some berries into this fucking pot, right? And it says, oh, this soup will be done in 6 expeditions. You do 6 expeditions where you collect your. Okay, by the way, the Pokemon are also powered by these things called like Power Stones, I think. And it's literally like mobile shit. They have each Pokemon has like these little slots that you could equip stat buffing. Runes essentially. And oh my fucking god, this game's garbage. Anyway,
Power Stone
you
is
go
a
back,
great game though.
Yeah, the Power Stone is great. These Power Stones are not so great.
That's
you
sad.
know. And the soup, when it's done, it literally just attracts a Pokemon, and then it's yours now. That's it.
Lovely.
Yeah,
sounds great.
So, do you control a trainer?
No, you are the trainer. Oh, also, it's a touch-based game. So you could either use your finger on the Switch itself, or you could use like a analog stick to like manually do it. But like it's meant to do touch. But like,
so
I don't know if the Switch is like a shitty like touch device.
So you can't play it docked. Really?
No, you can't. Oh no, you can play docked with a controller because it uses like the analog sticks. But like it feels really weird, you know?
Yeah.
So
sad.
It's a bad game. I really wanted it to be good. Like, and I even have a lot of patience for like phone games essentially.
Yeah.
But this game just has no soul in it at all. So
great. Rough.
For a Pokemon game, that's really bad.
Yeah, just like literally just they put this out to tide us over till the actual Switch Pokemon game comes out. So it's bad. It's bad.
Great.
Yeah. And that's what I played this week.
Okay.
All right.
Do we need to take a break before we go to our discussion topic?
I think a small break.
Small break? All right, let's do it.
Be right back.
And we're back, and we're going to end this off with the salt mines. Have you guys been salty this week? Matt?
Surprisingly, no.
Really?
I've already mentioned it. Like, most of my saltiness came from the Hollywood Bowl, and most venues like it, where they just did not plan for people to go to these things.
Like, I've tried taking their shuttle to say, oh, maybe that'll help with the traffic.
Well, they even have parking, and like, you can go park at Universal Studios now, and they bring shuttles down. But even those, they still got to go on the one road.
Yeah.
Literally the one road to get there. And what's on that road? Everyone trying to park.
Exactly.
So
they actually go around the back way.
Yeah, but then you have to go to the other side, and even that side's crowded because then there's people.
I think personally I don't mind waiting as long as I'm not the one driving through that shit.
Yeah, like I took an Uber and then got out when it got really bad. Like I said earlier,
that Uber driver fucking hates you.
Actually,
he's the one that should be in the salt mines. He's like, I got this one fucking guy.
Well, actually, no, because like originally we were going to be dropped off in the actual thing. and we got out just in like far enough that he can like pull out of the bad crap, because the right lane is where it gets really bad, of course. So he like pulled out and made a quick left, and I was like, okay, good, he got out of there.
Sweet.
Nice.
But yeah, venues, and also again, they don't need to charge $10 to print my ticket on my own damn computer.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But yeah, I've mentioned that before, so I won't get into it too much.
Yeah, that's crap.
It is. Ticketmaster,
Salty
everything.
crap.
Convenience my ass.
Convenience fee. It costs to print a ticket.
I could just imagine the guy like who fucking coined that term, like just cackling
Like,
to
I
himself.
got a good idea, guys. Why don't we call it a convenience fee? Everyone's whoa.
And it's like they're just like puffing on their cigars, like.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy. Whoever did that
Those
the first time.
peasants will love this.
Like, it wouldn't be so bad if they didn't charge so much.
Just fucking Gary O.
Fucking Oak.
Gary fucking O coming in with your convenience fee. It's like, hey Ash, you owe me $25 for that gimbal.
Smell you later.
It's like, it wouldn't be so bad if they didn't charge like $10 extra for you to literally have it emailed to you. Because you know what it costs on a server side to send an email?
Less than a cent.
Nothing.
Yeah.
SMTP, man.
I don't get it. Anyways, let's move on to someone with maybe something different.
Jake?
Yeah, I got
Jake had
some.
some
I got
salt.
some shit.
Let's hear the
Do
salt.
it.
Bring it out.
Salt
Pour it out.
mines.
Rub it in. You know, rub it in there.
All right. These are the 3 things I've been salty about this week.
Ooh, 3.
Do tell.
Go on.
Costco.
Mm.
One pump. Hot Cheetos.
In
I will
that
no-
order?
I will now explain.
Okay.
I thought that was one thing. I was like,
Costco one pump
Costco has a brand of
Cheetos.
one pump hot Cheetos?
Yes. It's where you enter It's where you enter Costco and they one pump you in the face
With hot Cheetos.
with Hot Cheetos.
All right. What is it about Costco?
It's just that from the second you pull up to the second you leave, it's like being in hell. The parking lot is just a
Which one
fucking
did you
nightmare.
go to?
I went to the Glendale one. It
Oh,
was on a
that's why.
Sunday.
Oh, I've been to that
Oh, going
one.
to any Costco on
any
a
store
Sunday
on
is
a
a nightmare.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Not
no,
any store.
Sunday
I know
shopping
I
day.
know the Costco you're talking about,
Yeah.
and that one is pure shit to get in and out of.
All right. Well, I thought I was going to the Burbank one. Turns out I went to the Glendale one, and
Same thing.
God. So I was lucky enough to find a spot because I saw some asshole in the lane next to me leaving, and I saw that it's like a single direction lane. I was like, oh fuck yeah, that's mine. So I pulled in, parked. I'm like, all right, here we go. There's like nowhere to actually get carts at the front of the store, so you have to like then turn around and wander back into the parking lot to where people like left their carts to grab one.
Looks like someone didn't do carts at the right time.
Yeah, I guess not. I used to work at a Ralph's, and that shit was awful. So yeah, I can bring that out too in the salt mines. But
I actually liked doing carts because I got to leave the store.
The carts was my
That's
least
fair.
favorite.
I can't relate.
That
There's
was
sun.
oh, okay. Well, when I worked, it was like in the middle of winter, so it was freezing, and
It's winter sun.
the stupid bitch that did carts before me didn't actually do anything. She just sat outside and talked on her phone the whole time. So I'm like, oh my god.
Unfortunately, sounds about right for some
Yeah.
employees.
You could spend an entire hour bringing carts and you don't even make a single dent because every asshole that walks into that store just leaves their cart right next to where their car was.
I hate that.
So I'd always challenge myself to see how many I could push in at one time.
I
I think I got up to like 14 or something like that.
yeah.
Wow, buff guy over here.
Well, I already didn't want to be there, so that was just like, whatever. Anyways, Costco. So I'm like trying to find the entrance, wade through the sea of people that are standing outside waiting in line for their food court. Like unreal. There's like 100 people in that food court eating their pizza or whatever.
It's because their food is cheap as fuck and it's good.
Yeah.
$1.50 for a hot dog and a drink.
Can't beat that.
Wow, that is
No, you
pretty
can't.
cheap.
In this economy,
I didn't know about that, but
No,
still, that's some
it's worth
mystery
it.
food right there.
I'll take it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so the shopping experience itself is, okay. I mean, it's Costco, whatever. I got beer, I got frozen blueberries, things I needed, toilet paper, paper towels.
Toilet paper is the best thing you could probably buy there.
Yeah,
Get like a
paper
96
towels.
rolls of toilet paper.
My
Yeah.
closet is filled with so many rolls of paper towels. It's like too much, but whatever.
That's what
but
you
you'd
go to
have
Costco.
the
I don't have to go
again.
back.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, you got to wait in line forever and then get all your shit checked and all that stuff.
They are kind of slow.
It's super slow.
They really are. I don't know
Really,
why.
I find them to be about average speed.
Yeah, they're about fine for me.
All right,
Although, specifically, I know the one you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
That one is crap.
All right, well, needless to say, when I left the store, I turned to my roommate and said, I'm not coming back here. So next time you're on your own. Thanks for bringing me.
I would say just don't go on a Sunday.
Yeah, go on like a Tuesday.
Sunday is like peak critical
I'm not
hours.
driving to Glendale after work during rush hour traffic.
Why did you go to the Glendale one?
I was trying to go to the Burbank one.
Why would you go to the Burbank one?
It's like the closest one to me. Maybe there's one in Hollywood, but I hate driving down there, especially right now.
Hollywood is no
I
fun
can't
to
think
drive
of a
in.
Costco there.
No, I think that actually might be the closest one.
Yeah.
For you. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
All right, one pump.
Yeah, one pump. That fucking pump shotgun in Fortnite is such bullshit. Okay, it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't belong in the game. I feel like if they just take it away, then the game would be perfect. Because like the tac shotguns, it's reasonable. Like you can't. The only way you'll die from attack is if you're like really up close and you get shot straight in the face. But this pump shotgun, like over 200 damage done to me. I'll have full health, full shield, and someone would one pump me from like a medium distance. It's just so stupid. And they added this new thing in Fortnite where like if your hand or your feet is in front of your face, the bullets penetrate through that and still go hit your head. So now there's like this low ground advantage shit. So even if someone's above you and you pump up at them, it all hits their face.
What? Lovely.
I have died from a green pump shotgun way more than any other gun in this game.
That's true.
You know that tunnel near Tomato Town?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I was near, there's stairs that go up to the top. Okay, so I was near the door of one of those stairs and the guy was all the way at the end of the tunnel and one pumped me.
Lovely.
I was like, what the
Are you sure he had a one pump, or
Feels
did he
bad.
have like 6 deagles out at the same time
It
shooting
was a
you?
single pump because I watched the replay. I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, what the hell did he hit me with? Like, I assumed he hit me with a sniper or something. I went back.
It was one pump man.
Pump shotgun. He was like mid-jump, too.
One pump man.
Fucking
Oh no, that sounds like a much worse anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of erotic a little, actually.
Yeah, it's also
One
why I
and
don't want to
done.
watch that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it.
All right, and
A quick Yagen
Hot
there.
Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
the hot
so,
scoop?
I don't need animal products. How the fuck are there no vegan hot Cheetos? The only flamin' hot chip that I can eat are Takis Fuego, which is they're okay, but
Takis are not good.
they're not hot Cheetos.
it's
they're
not a
not.
hot Cheeto. It's not a hot fry. It's not hot Fritos. It's not hot Ruffles. It's not hot Lay's.
Wait, what is in hot Cheetos?
Milk.
Milk?
Yeah.
Yeah, like milk, fat, and whey.
I think it's because it's supposed to be like cheese-ish.
But even the Fritos have it. Even the Lay's have it.
Those
Takis
don't make any sense.
even the Pringles that Peter bought. What's the flavor again?
Whey in it? Oh.
Yeah.
It's extra hot chili and lime.
Okay, there's milk in that.
For reasons.
Oh, milk
Yeah.
and wheat
Wait, do you
ingredients.
not,
Yeah,
do you
Whey.
not enjoy your
Yeah.
chips with a side of milk?
They find so many ways to sneak. But anyways, I don't know. There's vegan mac and cheese out there. Please, somebody, just fucking make vegan hot Cheetos. I'll be your best friend.
I don't see how it would be that hard.
I know. I feel like if I can corner that market, I could probably make.
You can rake it in.
I could probably make.
You should
some
make
money.
your own vegan hot Cheetos.
I think I should.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
what
think
I'm
I'm
getting
gonna
for this.
make my own redacted.
Oh, vegan sweaters.
Yeah, totally. That's what we were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only the best of vegan
At vegansweaters.com.
Yeah, vegansweaters.com.
So none of those animal products in your sweater.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah. Fucking.
It's all hemp and
Oh, hemp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good material,
Yeah.
it's good
but
stuff.
real itchy.
Is it?
Hemp?
Yeah.
Illegal.
It's legal.
Federally illegal.
I mean, Not when it's made in the clothing.
Can someone like if you were in a state that didn't allow hemp, can they just like strip you?
No.
And they make hemp milk, but that's something else,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know
what?
hemp
There's
milk?
hemp milk.
It's like from
Hemp milk?
Yeah, it's from like hemp seeds.
What?
Have you ever had hemp seeds?
No, actually.
Oh, they're really good for you. A lot of healthy fats. Really high omega-3 to omega-6 ratio.
Nice.
Yeah. And fiber, which is great.
What do the omegas do for you? Do for your body?
Well,
Brain.
they're better than the betas.
Okay.
I think it's for brain health.
Yeah,
And
it's
they're
for,
just-
it's
I
Just
need
a
a lot of
little
omegas.
it's for
Just a
brain
little
function.
bit better than the gammas.
But your 3 to 6 ratio is supposed to be very high, and most Americans have a very high 6 to 3 ratio, which is not good for you.
Yeah, I think a lot of fish has omega-3s.
But yeah, but they also have a lot of omega-6.
Oh, so that is that why?
Yeah. So like seeds are the best way to get flaxseed, hemp seed, chia seeds. Those all have very high omega-3.
and this has been your health talk by
Yeah.
You know, my
Jake, health tips.
my family started like buying chia seeds and like putting it in literally every fucking drink in our house, including the water. And sometimes they don't clean out like the cups that had the chia
Yeah, they
seeds,
get
and
they stick.
they start growing.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So like when sometimes I look in the sink and it's
like
like
those chia
there's literally
pets.
fucking grass growing out of this cup in my sink. Like what the fuck?
chia.
Yeah, no,
It's
legit.
like those pets.
I
It's
yeah.
know.
like, it's like I just need to pull out my Pokeball and catch this fucking oddish that just grew in my fucking sink, dude. So yeah,
Hey, there's some salt.
yeah.
Salty.
You do have some.
Yeah.
Was that it? Was that it for you, Jake?
Yeah, it's all I wrote down for the salt mines.
Yeah.
All right. How about we move on to Tony?
I actually don't remember what mine was, which
Nice. That probably
does
meant you
give
weren't
me
that
some
salty.
salt.
That's a good thing.
I guess the salt is that I don't remember what it was that I wanted to talk about, which makes me salty.
Is it like one of those things that like you remember vividly something from like years ago, but you can't remember what you had for lunch today?
Yeah, like I mean, Jake mentioned it earlier. That triggered something in me. Like I said it out loud. I'm gonna talk about that in the salt mines. I have no idea what the hell it was.
It wasn't Costco.
No,
I like Costco personally.
I do too.
Was it about Zelda? Because I know that game kind of triggers you.
no, I haven't played it this week, so I don't know.
Was it about Dark Souls?
Okay, this could go on for a very
It could
long
go
time.
on. Maybe Dark Souls. I don't remember.
All right. Well, in that case,
Unless you remember it before I finish, let's move on.
Yeah. All right, Peter.
That's what she said.
Wow, that's pretty elaborate, but it works.
I mean, all right. Peter.
She finishes fast. Go ahead.
Oh shit, I can't remember it. Hold
Jesus, how old
Damn
are you
it,
guys?
Tony.
5?
I have transferred the disease.
on. I literally was just thinking about
like
it
those
like 10
kids in
seconds
class.
ago.
It's like the kids in class where the teacher would ask a question, the kid would raise his hand, and she's
oh,
like,
I
"Okay,
remember. I
Christopher,
remember.
what?"
I
And he
remember.
goes,
the answer?
I'm having a
I
moment
forgot.
of clarity right now. I remember. I totally remember now. Okay, so this is really silly, but like over the past week, I've been having a lot of dreams where I'm still like I wake up and I remember that I'm still an undergrad and that I have finals coming up and I have
Oh my
not
God.
prepared myself for these exams
Those
at
are the
all,
best.
and that I'm gonna fail. And that for whatever reason, if I fail these courses, I actually go back to high school, and then like.
Oh God.
And
the
then I
tutoring.
fail these courses, and then I go back to high school. But then I'm like this, like I'm this 27-year-old
Yeah.
man in high school, and like it's like a fucking nightmare. And
I
then
have those.
And I have to deal with the high school politics all of a sudden again.
And you're like, "Why do I need to take this? I already took this."
yeah,
Yeah.
So
I always remember. I'm like, "Wait, I finished high school," and then I wake up.
yeah, no,
That
yeah.
it's always how that
I
goes.
like remember in the middle of the dream, like, wait, this has to be a dream because I fucking made
I
sure
went
I
to
finished
CSUN.
this shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went to
Okay.
college.
I had a couple of those, but they were like multi-layered.
Yeah.
So like it's a Saturday, first off, right? So I'm imagining that I'm late for finals, and then I'm like, wait,
and
no,
it's a class that you haven't been to once, and the finals that day, you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh fuck, I forgot about that class completely."
something like that. But then I'm like, wait, no, I've graduated from college, and then I then realize, wait, but now I'm late for work because I'm working now. And then I wake up, I'm like, oh shit, and it's like, wait, it's Saturday.
That's got to be relieving now.
No, like I'll legit.
Oh God, yeah.
I'll legit like will myself awake. Like, no, wait, I fucking graduated. This isn't happening. I wake up in bed. I'm like, oh, thank the fucking Lord. Lord. And then I go back to sleep for a little
It's
bit.
definitely the tutoring.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
It's
totally.
bringing out
it's bringing
the-
you
the
back into
school.
that academic.
I heard
Fuck.
that if you open a door in a dream, if you try and knock on the inside of the door and you're dreaming, like your hand will just go right through, and that's how, like, a way of you being. It's like the thing from Inception.
or the top.
Well, I've definitely had situations where like I'm doing something in a dream and I wake up and I'm like my hands in the position of what I was doing in the dream.
And you're like, oh, that's why.
Oh yeah, usually in a dream, if I'm like taking a step down in
yeah.
in like a stairway or a ladder, like that wakes me up because my
Yeah.
leg literally lifts up in real life, and I try to take that step, and I fucking stump. Like I don't stumble, but my body's like, what the fuck is happening
yeah.
right now?
I
Yeah.
trip in my sleep.
Yeah, like any physical, like any like strenuous physical activity in a dream will like kind of wake me up.
Not me. I just try to run, but it always feels like I'm in
Because
quicksand.
I remember, like I was like sleep. No, yeah, I was like sleep fighting my brother, and it
I have
felt
to
like
like
my
run on all fours.
It felt like my arms. Yeah, it felt like my arms were like fucking like stuck in honey or some shit, and like I was like trying to like crawl onto the ground to like fight him. It was fucking weird.
yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely woken up and like I was like maybe fighting something in the dream, and then I wake up and I'm just like I'm in like mid punch or something. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, yeah. So, but like, yeah, it's just I've had that dream I think 3 or 4 times this week,
Wow.
Lovely.
and like it's like a fucking nightmare.
It's definitely the tutoring.
That's got to be.
and
the
I'm
tutoring.
just like, it's happening again. So
Oh,
like,
man.
yeah, it's bad, and like, it's funny talking about it, but in the moment, I really do feel that terror that I'm gonna fail a class.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been salty about.
Wow.
This week.
lovely.
You know,
Yeah.
I had a scary
It's
dream
deep.
this week that, well, it was scary in the dream. When I woke up, I was like, wow, that's ridiculous. I was pickpocketed by Al Gore, who then copied my key and burglarized my house, stole all my drums, stole my computer.
Specifically Al Gore.
Al Gore, yeah. And then I remember like trying to confront him at this weird like car center thing. It was like this it was like his secret lair. He was like this villain, super villain.
Oh my god.
That was a weird dream.
Yeah.
Did you watch like Wet Hot American Summer recently?
The
Was that one?
fuck?
No, was he in that?
No, but it was Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush
Mm.
Sr. were the presidents that were trying to launch a nuke.
Oh yeah. Oh,
All
in
right.
the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tony, it's your last chance. Do you remember what you were salty
I do
about?
not.
All right.
All right, so you're just salty about not remembering what
Yeah.
you're salty about.
Wasn't
That's-
about WoW.
No. That game's still fun.
It was about food.
Again, we can do this forever.
Right. Okay. Well, before this goes off the deep end, thank you so much for listening to another podcast by the Control Salt Delete Gang
And
see you.
Jake.
and Jake. No, well, I want to say you're an honorary member.
Nice.
So, yeah, thank you guys so much for dropping by. I mean, I'm talking to you guys, not the
Oh,
not the listeners,
You
but
mean the viewers.
The viewers, sorry.
yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have another episode next week, and until then, we'll see you next time.
Have a good one.
Peace.